Hello there, everyone. Welcome to my stream. My name is Nick, and I will be the GM for the night. So today, we will be running, I will be running a module called Odyssey of the Dragonlords. It is a homebrew campaign that was kickstarted a couple of years ago that I backed. And so what I'm going to be doing today is running a couple of players through a level 1 quest that is set at the start of the Odyssey campaign in order to sort of like put them in the groove of how a D&D game works, because I am a DM of Nightshade Tavern, which is a online Malaysian D&D server that is specifically focused on teaching new people how to play Dungeons and Dragons and to make it as beginner friendly as possible. And so before we begin our module, I have to say a few words. So all tokens that you see that is used in my sessions are by Forgotten Adventures, and most combat maps that you see are made using assets by Forgotten Adventures. So if you're a aspiring DM that wishes to do online play and want to spice up your map making skills or like monster tokens, you can go subscribe to them on Patreon. Their tokens and assets are extremely high quality, as a first-hand user can say to you. So, now, let us begin our story, as I realize I am on the wrong page of this campaign book. Alright. The future of Thylea looks grim. Monsters menace the roads and corruption threatens the cities. The storm god Sidon demands daily sacrifices at every temple, and his sister wife Lutheria kidnaps children for her secret rituals. The 5 gods who once protected the settlers are silent. And now the oracle has prophesied the doom of Thylea, the death of the gods, the destruction of Mithros, and the total annihilation of the mortal races. You 4 are among a group of warriors who have been summoned to the Heartlands in an attempt to avert this coming catastrophe. Now, you each have reasons for answering the call, but rumors of your coming have already spread across the land. Now, based on your background, all of you are not native to Thylea, because people like, humans, elves, dwarves, tieflings, they don't exist in Thylea. They're not native to it. Instead, they were washed ashore from other realms, from other like planes of existence. So it can be like the Forgotten Realms or Dragonlands or like Greyhawks or even Hemos from Anansi. Shout out to him. But regardless of which universe you come from, all of you will at one point in your life choose to set out into the open seas, and you will eventually, your ship will come across an extremely thick mist at the edge of your world. And when you disappear into the mist, you are bombarded with storms and typhoons and whirlpools. Eventually, your ships will be destroyed, and when you regain consciousness, you will find yourself washed onto the shores of a new world that is completely different from your own. A land of gods and monsters, of titans and curses. A land where oaths are as binding as chains, where gods demand sacrifices from its worshippers, and where monsters roam the lands. And they have, over the centuries, as more of people like you, called trespassers, are washed onto these shores, are not to say hated, but are treated like almost like wildlife. Like the centaurs especially love hunting people like you, and cyclops have been known to devour a human whole. And so in your early days, when you washed up onto the shores of Thylea, you were all of you happened coincidentally, or maybe by means of fate, are washed near each other, and after realizing how dangerous this new land is, have chosen to stick together in order to defend yourselves. And across the next few weeks, you will eventually head deeper into the lands and are taken in by a small little village consisting of other trespassers such as yourselves. And so you join this community and become sort of their defenders because of the skills that you acquired back in your own world. And here you live in peace for a few months until the Doom of Thylea, words of it reaches you. And the four of you, realizing that perhaps to answer this call from the Oracle might allow the four of you to find a way to return back to whichever world you come from, you all set off away from this village and journey deeper into the Thylea in the direction of the Heartlands. And as you do, more rumors begin to reach you. Rumors of unrest happening throughout the lands, monsters stalking the hills and destroying villages. But you do not know much about what it is beyond scattered words from different travelers and merchants that passes you by. And it is during one such encounter that a courier appeared to you on your travel and handed you a letter that addressed all four of you by name. And the letter is written by someone named Kyra, which over the course of your months living in Thylea, you recognize the name to be the goddess of poetry of this new land. But you think to yourself, surely this cannot be the goddess, because, you know, in your own world, gods do not interact with mortals through a letter. That's just not how it's done. So to all of you, you thought it's probably just someone who bears the name of the goddess. And the letter asked you to find Kyra at a inn named the Sour Vintage. And after asking around from the different travelers, you'll make your way deeper and deeper, and you'll get closer towards where the Sour Vintage is, as you can see on the map on Roll20. So, the Sour Vintage is a traditional country inn located at a crossroads, about 20 miles east of the city of Astoria. The exterior is a rustic wood painted black, and the sign hanging from the door depicts a woman carrying a basket full of grapes. And so as you approach, you can see there is a small little hut towards the side that serves as a small stable where people lash their horses to. But yes, the four of you have arrived at the Sour Vintage. So why don't you, before you all enter this inn, you all introduce your character and to give a bit of a description about who you are. So let us start with Tay.
Oh God. Okay. I play my character is well, the name is with an X, but you can say Zifi, you can say Safi. It really doesn't matter. It's just their name. They don't really care. And they are an ex-soldier, so they have combats not really geared towards strength, but they have a lot of acrobatic kind of moves, and they are also a rogue, and so they also can steal from steal from people because they kind of like it, and they also like to persuade and deceive people because they just think it's funny, and they use it sometimes to carry out whatever mission they're on, whether it's personal or if it's work, because to them it's I will do anything to make sure that I accomplish a mission that has been assigned to me, whether assigned to me and I have accepted. So I will always keep to my word, and that's Sephi. Sephi is also a tiefling.
Ah, all right. So for those of you who don't know what that is, a tiefling is basically a person that is born with infernal heritage, meaning they have the blood of the devils coursing through them. So their skin will usually be a dark red, and they will have horns curling from their heads, and a devil's tail that ends with an arrow point, as is typical. And so, like I've mentioned before, tieflings are not native to this land, and so you do draw a couple of looks, but people know about the trespassers. At this point, like, there has been several generations of like trespassers or before you. They are called settlers now. They have founded their own cities. Like Astoria is a settler-based city, but even among them, tieflings are still rare.
Ooh,
Yeah, and
rare.
yeah. And now we move on to MJ. Why don't you give us a description of your character and who you are?
Okay, so the character that I'll be playing today, his name is Cicero, or at least that's the name that he was given when he washed ashore onto this mysterious land. He actually suffers from some form of amnesia, so he doesn't recall where he comes from or who he was before I guess he shipwrecked and he found himself washed up on the beaches of of this land. Uh, but through his martial prowess, he quickly uh, found himself in the company of soldiers, and he became something of a folk hero around the area, and people call him Cicero. So that's just the name that he's taken up. So he spends his time taking up odd quests as a mercenary or a guard or a bodyguard. Uh, so yeah, and he's kind of fashioned himself after the Greek-inspired warriors of the land here. So he wears like the Greek armor, Greek helmet,
The one with the
shield.
plumes.
Yes, yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right, and now we move on to Lightboot. Give us a description of your character and a bit about who they are.
Hey guys. So the character I'm playing today is called Mateo. He goes by him. Um, and when Mateo washed up on shore, being a typical musician at heart, the first item that he saved from his shipwreck were his musical instruments.
Mm.
And when he first got on shore, they were like slightly out of tune. They sound funny and stuff. He hasn't quite figured it out yet, but if it works, it works. Um, he's mostly found in the academy at Mitros. It's a no-brainer for him to go there because a lot of like-minded individuals like himself are there. He spends his time playing music, composing. He wants to be the next best thing, like everybody at the academy wants to be. Um, but he doesn't really have any real world experience. Um, However, among his friends at the academy, they say that he's pretty good at performing. He's pretty persuasive. Um, Mateo also likes to think that he's pretty good at deception because it's all part of the performance, right? He tells you a story, you don't know how real is it or how fake is it, and to him it's all just part of the package which he enjoys. So yeah, one day, someday, he wants to be a world famous musician once again, like everybody at the academy.
All right. And so, just as a note for you, since I think you are the only spellcaster in this, among your party, that when you first washed ashore on Thylea, your magic actually stopped working. And
Yay!
it is only until you go to Mithros and begin to get in touch with the land and you discover the existence of the 5 gods, one of whom is the goddess of poetry, and when you start to sort of like begin to get more in tune with the land, that your bardic abilities come back to you. So now your magic has come back, but it's a bit different flavor from what it used to be before you washed ashore here.
Okay.
Yeah. And now, last but not least, we have Umbra. Why don't you... Oh, I guess I just introduced you. Why don't you introduce yourself again and give a bit of a description of what your character's like?
Okay. Evening, guys. Well, so I'll be playing as a character as a elf. So my character will be named as Umbra, pronounced he, him. So basically, before he came into this plane of existence, he has a lot of family issues. He was once adopted by the smuggler, and then from there he learned from the best, which etc etc. Certain things happen, and then here he is. He came to Mitros by accident, and then from here he learned that there's a lot of things he can learn and he can do. So basically, since he didn't know how Mitros work, so he decided to travel with a random stranger and learn new bunch of things. While at it, he meet a lot of fellow friends, I would say. Yeah, so far, here he is.
All right. So, as you four intrepid adventurers or would-be adventurers arrive at the outside of this tavern, where you have been asked to meet with this mysterious person that sent a courier to you in the middle of nowhere bearing your names, you enter. Now, inside the tavern, there is a haze of pleasant tobacco smoke that lingers in the air. You can hear the clinking of mugs and the muttering of patrons, most of whom are farmers. Now, again, you have been summoned here by a woman named Kyra, and in the letter that she wrote you, she has promised a sizable reward for you in the event that you complete a difficult task that she wished to hire you for, and she can also offer you more information about the oracle's prophecy, which, depending on the kind of person you are, that might probably be the only reason you came here. Because you, be it whether you wish to go back to your own world, whether you want to gain renown here, or you just want to make some money, you all are here now inside. Now, the moment you enter, you hear a voice that comes from the back of this room. Just a woman's voice going, "Ah, over here." And when you look in that direction, you see a dark-haired woman sitting at a table in a corner, and she's sort of like leaned back into her chair, balancing on the back two legs, and both of her legs are on the table itself, and she has like a harp that she's just like clutching to her chest and just like plucking random notes. She's dressed in a white traveling gown dress that with practical leather boots, and she has a large satchel that is placed on the floor beside her that contains dozens of scrolls along with many writing supplies, so like, you know, ink bottles and like just the tip of a feathered pen just sticking out from like the opening at the top. And yeah, so this woman has called out to you. How do you respond?
Oh, we're all together, right?
Yes, all four of you. I'll say, like I mentioned, the four of you washed ashore near each other, and so you all have known each other for a few months.
So we chummy mates. Are we chummy mates? Are we chummy mates, guys?
That is up to you four to decide among yourselves.
I can be chummy, but my personality is actually chaotic. So I guess I'm like the asshole of the group.
Oh.
Oh,
Neutral.
wait.
The
I'm also
token-
chaotic, so I battle
Yay.
your assholery.
Yes, we're both assholes.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh.
Wait, does mean no, call me in as well.
Oh God.
I am chaotic neutral, so yes.
Yes.
We're just a bickering old group of chums.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. So this chaotic group, how do you respond to this stranger calling out to you? Do you approach? Do you do something else?
I mean, there's no harm, right?
I'm happy to approach.
I'm happy to approach. I mean, she sounds great.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. So
I don't know. I'm just like YOLO right now.
She's leaning
Like,
back on a
"Hey!"
chair with a harp in her hands. I'm practically running to her,
okay.
but like,
Yeah,
kind of cool way. Just
same.
kinda-
I want a duet.
Oh wow.
Whoa!
Okay. I mean,
Just walk-
I guess for you
I
as
order,
Oh,
I
sorry.
order a round of drinks for the whole group, including the stranger that's calling us.
Ooh.
Oh, fair enough. You
Oh,
go
that's nice.
you go up to the bar over there, and behind it you see like this like man who looks to be in his 60s, who's looked like he's come on to a downtime. Like he has like heavy bags under his eyes. He looks extremely haggard, and his graying hair is sort of like spotty at places over there, and his clothes are worn. And you come up to him and it's like, oh, all right. So that will be what, five mugs?
Aye, 5 mugs of your best ale, or what's ale in Greek? I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure the Greeks have ale. I mean, it's fantasy Greece. Even if they don't have ale, I will make it have ale.
Oh, your best wine. Wine, yeah, that's the one. Your best wine.
Oh yeah, they're called the sour vintage. So and their logo is a grape, so 100% they will have wine. And it's like, he's like, I believe I have just the thing. And he goes behind, and you can see like behind him onto the wall there's like, wooden shelves that have like various bottles, and he looks at it and he reaches up to a top shelf one. He takes okay, this is not gonna be a mug because it's wine. A mug of wine is just weird. He takes like cups. He puts up like 5 like clay cups, and he fills it up, and the liquid is like a deep, rich purple red. Pour, and it says, and this will run you about 2 silver.
Each?
All good?
No, not each. Together, 2 silver for a cup of wine is you are being like gouged right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, you are being
What
gouged,
the-
but 2 silver for 5 cups is reasonable for like really good wines.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Well, let's splurge it. 2 silver. How much is that is in gold? 2
Okay.
silver.
So 1 gold is 10 silver.
Oh, okay, no worries. Yes. Keep it flowing.
All right. Thanks you. And then you grab the you were saying something?
I'm so sorry. How do I know if I have money?
Your background should give you your money. In your character sheet, like down where the inventory is, there should be a couple of boxes that have like icons that look like coins. That is where your money should be.
Ah, okay, I see. Thanks.
Okay, yeah, so Cicero will grab all 5 of the mugs, and the 4 of you approach the table. And as you arrive and she sees the 5 cups of wine in your hand, her bright green eyes brightens up even more and says, oh, I like the bunch of you already. And then she said, please have a seat. And you can see that there are like 4 chairs already set up, as if she's already anticipating your arrival.
I'm sitting in front of her.
Oh, so I mean, it's a circle table, so you just like sit right next to her.
Oh yeah. Sitting next to her is nice. Okay.
Okay.
It looks like I'm very enthusiastic.
Okay. I mean, and then yeah, and it makes sense as well. This woman bears the same name as the goddess of poetry in this land as well.
Oh.
So you sort of feel like a slight attachment to her. And as you also like settle down and sit around her, she goes, greetings, I am Kyra. Thank you for answering my summons. Now. And then she puts her leg away from the table, put the harp down, and then she puts both hands on the table and look at all of you. Now, I will be direct. I am here as an agent of the Oracle. She believes that great destinies await you all. But great destinies are forged by great deeds. A terrifying giant boar has been laying waste to the Heartlands, slaughtering everything in its path. This boar was corrupted by the Titans and sent to punish the mortals of Thylea for their continued faith in the 5 gods. Many have attempted to hunt the boar. All have failed. If you wish to win fame and fortune, as great heroes should, then you must prove to the people of Thylea that you are the warriors of the Oracle's prophecy. Hunt this boar and offer it to the gods as a sacrifice. Now, and then she looks at each of the 4 of you in the eyes. Are you up for this challenge?
I say, wait, no song? We just go straight to business? Can we like sing a song first?
Make a persuasion check. The first roll of the campaign.
Ah! Wait, so
Oh,
Yeah, and also I'll say roll it with advantage because as soon as you mentioned a performance, you can see her eyes twinkle again. Like she's a bard. She's also, you know, bards. They are always like one step away from bursting out into songs.
the perception is the one under skills, right?
Yes. Oh no, not perception.
Persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion is a
Persuasion.
skill.
Okay. Oops. Wait, it's advantage, right?
Yeah. So you roll again.
Please. Oh, that's so much better.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
nice.
Yeah. As soon as you say that, she sort of looks at you and then look down. And what instrument do you have?
I have. Well, I'll go with a lute.
Okay, so you have a lute.
Classic.
All right. My apologies. I did not realize I am in the presence of other connoisseurs of the arts. Why don't you regale me with one of your piece? I am interested to see. And she,
Okay.
yeah. Sorry, you're gonna.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll strum the lute.
Okay.
You know, just like couple notes, and then I start with a song that I learned from the academy.
All right. Make a persuasion check. Performance. I mean.
Okay.
Oh.
Mm,
Ooh.
Okay. I mean. Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah. You're plucking and you're playing and. Yeah, like to all of you, like it's not bad. Like 10 means average, so you are playing like you're not like messing up any notes or anything, but it's also like not as powerful as it could be, you know, because maybe you're like a bit too starstruck or a bit too over eager. So the way you're playing is a bit more conservative than you would like. But you can see she's like, impressive. Practice a bit more, and I think you could really go somewhere.
Okay, I will. Yes.
So, and she looks at all of you. Now, again, this task is not just a test to prove that you are indeed the hero spoken of by the Oracle. I am also hiring you for this task. So if you succeed in this, you will be paid, if that is the angle that you wish to go for.
How much are we talking?
And then she sort of like get a look of mischief in eyes. And look, how much are you ask? Actually, you know what? I think there is an amount. I need to look it up in the. Okay. Whoop. Boop, 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 boop. Where is it? Where is it? See, this is how you know that I've been playing online so much that I forgot how to look at a campaign book and know where the answers are. There it is. It's on the page that I've been on. I just didn't look at it close enough. He goes, and then she gets a twinkle of mischief in her eyes, and then she reaches down towards a bundle leather towards the side of her package. She takes it out and she puts it on the table, and you can see it is wrapped in leather. And like this cloth, and then she opens it, and inside you can see 5 golden arrows, polished golden arrows. And she points at it. Now these golden arrows, if you are inclined to use it, could serve you well in combat. But if you are not if archery is not within your capabilities, then you can sell them. Each one is worth about 25 gold pieces. So basically, she is giving each of you 25 gold each. So that is like 100 gold pieces that she's offering as a reward for this task that she's set for you.
I like.
Hold on. Sus.
I'm listening. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is it real gold? Just saying.
Make an investigation check.
Come on.
I mean, they look. You look at it. The way magpies get when they look at shiny stuff. You're already like shiny, and yeah, to you, as far as you're concerned, it's real.
Can I try and like bite bite the tip of the arrow to see if it's real gold.
I mean,
Oh,
as you take it and you put it into your mouth, and it's like, oh, be careful with that shot, and then you just bite it. Yeah, it's real gold.
It's gold.
oh. Ooh, renowned. Nobody here uses a bow, right? So.
I mean, you all have a rogue, right? You all of you turn to Umbra.
Yes.
We have a rogue.
Damn, I staring at the goal. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very tempting.
So, what say you? Shall we shake on it? She hold out a hand towards all of you.
Mm,
Oh.
I shake on it,
Uh,
but when I shake on it, I clap to her face.
what?
I clap to her face just to see whether she is a god.
wait, you clap her face as in you slap her.
Yes, just a small clap. Not too hard, not too hard. Just like on the face. Just like staring. And I say, are you sure you're not a god?
Make an attack roll. Unarmed strike.
An arm strike. Wait, what?
Yeah, an armed strike. In your attack, you should see unarmed strike.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh yes.
Yeah. I will say that as you do that, you shake her hand, and then she gives your hand a firm shake, and as she's retracting, she's not even dodging. It's just as she's leaning back, your hand strikes out, and you just swipe at air, and her eyes widen for a second and looks at you for a bit. It gives you like a look of like, what?
Don't mind him. He's from we're from a different. This is how we say hello where we come from.
Really? Make it.
Yeah.
Well,
He's new. He's new. Don't mind him. Don't mind him.
Hmm.
He's just not that great at social etiquette. It's fine.
That is interesting. You simply must tell me more about this land you come from. I've heard tales from many different settlers, but each one is different and unique. So, now that we've shaken on it, I suppose you should all, I guess, finish your wine and best be on your merry way. Or rather, we should be on our merry way.
Oh, she's coming with?
Yeah. But of course. She picks up her lute. I am a traveling bard, and the four of you have the makings of heroes. How could I not come along?
Oh my god, she's coming. Oh no.
Oh, she's my best friend.
Oh. Oh my god.
I'm sure.
We're gonna make so many songs together.
Perhaps. Depending on how you do, so long as you don't die. Though I suppose death does bring to it its own poetry, tragedy.
Oh my.
That's so edgy.
Okay.
I came here to have a good time.
Oh, by all means. She grabs her wine cup and just goes cheers, and then she drinks.
Cheers! Yay! Clink clink.
Yes. Drink.
Yes. Cheers.
Okay, so are you all just
Drinking is for the living.
so are you all just having like the one cup, or are you gonna buy more?
I think just one for the road. This is good.
All
One
right.
is fine. I'm fine. I don't know about you guys. One's fine for me.
Yep. Me too.
Oh, I'm a lightweight man. I drink another one, you won't see me tomorrow.
don't drink and roll.
Nah.
So I'll play a song while you guys drink, okay?
All right. And then Kyra just goes, "Well, I never say no to alcohol." So and Umbra, are you looking for another round as well?
Nope.
Okay, so it'll cost you 6 copper this time for the 3 of you.
Okay, wait. I'll split with you. So I'll give 3 copper.
Okay. All right, so you purchase another round, you all hit it up, and you chug and drink. And as Kyra downs her one, she goes, all right, so when are you all moving out? I'm basically prepared, but if any of you have anything else you want to do, now's the best time to do it, because once you all go onto the trail of this great boar, I doubt you would find more leisure such as this.
What can you tell us about this great boar? Like any weaknesses that we should be able to exploit, or any any stories of it that we can use to our advantage, perhaps?
Well, I mean, it is a boar that is sent by one of the titans, so it is no mere boar. It is probably one of the great beasts of old. So do not go into this fight thinking that it is a typical animal. It probably has intelligence beyond that of a typical swine.
Ooh.
And it is extremely vicious. I've come across a couple of the hamlet and villages that it was destroyed, and it is not to be trifled with. Easily.
Oh, wow. So, why don't we go now? We got nothing to do, right?
Yeah. I mean, you all arrive here, I will say, like, around, like, just past dawn, so, like, the rest of the day is still open to you. So yeah, if you set off now, you can cover quite a bit of distance because you are told that this boar is ravaging the lands of Astoria and it is towards the west of where you are. So there is quite a bit of a distance to travel. So if you start now, you can cover quite a bit of grounds.
Ooh.
Well,
Wow, I'm drinking at dawn. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock somewhere.
That's time. Okay. Let's set off. What do you guys think? I'm
let
just gonna
us
go ahead. I'm just
let
gonna start
us
tripping.
yeah, let's
I'm just
go. Let's embark on this
Yeah, right,
odyssey.
sure.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Cue montage.
set off. West. Where are we supposed to go?
Okay, yeah, so you are looking at the map. So you are currently right now at the Sour Vintage over here.
Okay.
So the lands, the area that the Great Boar has been ravaging is like in the countryside. So it is like all of the area between the Sour Vintage and Astoria to the west of where you are.
Ooh, Temple of
Mm.
Hmm. Yeah. And then as you all said that you're ready, all right. Well, let me just grab my stuff and and just as a bit of an extra aid that I'm throwing in for the rest of you, I hired 2 individuals to help you in the tracking of this boar. Yeah, just to make sure that you all keep to the right tracks. They should be actually. I best go call them right now. And then she give me an hour. She grabs her bags and then she's gonna head upstairs to the inn.
Oh, well, that's a little bit suspicious.
Ella sauce.
I mean, you can do an insight check to see if she's lying or not.
All of us?
Yeah.
All of. Is anybody proficient in insight?
I got a +1. I can try.
I've got a +1 too.
All of us roll
Yeah.
insight.
Yeah, can
All
also.
of us roll.
All good.
Okay.
I'm super insightful today.
All right. I
Oh,
mean,
I'm super insightful.
I'm so not insightful.
Wait, all of us together, right?
nah.
Mine is,
It's up to you.
my
0.
mind is razor sharp now after the wine.
Wait.
I'm sharp.
Not too much.
Super,
I
super
don't-
sharp.
I'm like, oh, Cicero, can you go and check and see what's going on? Who goes where she's going? Because I
Yeah.
don't really trust her. Well,
I
not
read.
not to say I don't trust her, but I kind of don't trust the people she's gonna contact. So
Yeah,
Umbra
you
can
can,
go too.
can count on me. And I
Okay.
reach out with my senses and I investigate her.
All right.
My
I mean, you
keenly
get.
honed senses.
Yeah, I mean, just from the inside chat, you gather that she's telling the truth, and she genuinely forgot that she hired 2 hunters to help you. Until that point, and she's like, "Oh shit, I better get ready." And so she's going
so-
up. And so she's going up to call the hunters.
Everyone relax. She's not sus.
Okay.
Okay. Good to know.
I let my shoulders relax and I just take a little bit of swig of leftover wine.
All right.
Yeah, that's nice.
And so, as you all are waiting for Kyra to return with the 2 hunters that she offered to help you in your hunt, what are the 4 of you doing right now as you're like just inside this inn?
Is there anywhere we can go to buy like because we're hunting something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So some kind of like a trap, maybe like those ankle traps or like a net or
Ooh.
potions or supplies or whatever.
All right. In that case, I will say that you go back to the person manning the bar and you ask, and then he's like, "Oh, well, I suppose you can talk to Atala. She's the innkeeper. She's the innkeeper and a retired hunter. She would probably know more about this than me. I can go fetch her if you want."
Fetch her, barkeep.
All right, and give me a moment. And he's gonna go towards the door behind the bar that you gather probably leads to the kitchen. He disappears behind it, and after a while, another person comes out, and you can see like it is a woman that is like maybe in her like 50s, and her hair is dark brown, tied into a ponytail that has like streaks of gray going to it, like hard wrinkled eyes of hazel color. And as she walks in, you can see that even though her posture is like rigid and she carries herself like a soldier, you can see there is a slight limp in her right leg from maybe an old injury. And as she walks up towards you and looks at you and goes, "Oh, well, isn't this interesting? You're Cicero, right?"
Yes, and these are my companions.
Ah,
Introduce yourself, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we're hunting big game.
oh, so yeah, of course you are the. I've heard rumors about the Oracle's prophecy, and your name came out a couple of times, so I know who you all are. So I'm guessing you're all attempting to hunt the Great Boar.
Yes.
You got that right.
Well, as fate would have it, I've many years ago made my fortunes doing something just like that, though not a great boar. And my barkeep told me that you wish to look for traps.
Yep.
Well, that can be arranged. I still have a couple of my old instruments that you could probably use, though they have been gathering on in ages, so don't know how effective they will be, but they should hold up well for what you wish to do.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. What are you looking for in particular?
Looking for. How would you suggest we kill a big boar? What do you have that can help us kill this thing?
Well, there are a couple. You could make a rope snare in order to inhibit its ability to charge, as that is probably the most dangerous ability of a boar is their tusks, and if they have a bit of a distance and they rush you, they could gore you before you can do anything. Or perhaps you can set up like spiked barricades in order to turn its greatest strength against it, make it charge into the barricade and injure itself. Or you can, or if you are particularly adventurous or have the time to do so, you can set up like a pitfall with wooden stakes beneath it. And you all just lead it there, it falls in and it impales itself. It probably won't kill a creature of its size, but it should make it easier to finish off if it works.
That sounds great. Wait, do
Yeah.
we need to pay for these?
Well, I
We
mean,
do, right?
yeah. She looks at you. Well, I mean, yes, I'm running a business here.
Oh, right. Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah. So,
Wait,
And,
so how much is it?
well, I mean, for the rope snare, all you require is about like 50 feet of rope. I'm sure adventurers such as yourself should have such an equipment if you look into your inventory. I look into the camera. I mean, as in to look into your character sheet, I think most backpacks come with like 50 feet of hempen rope or something like that.
Oh yes.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Noticed that.
a rope snare is something that you can just do on your own. It's just like the pitfall and the barricades.
How much is the barricade?
Like you can,
We can make a barricade.
yeah, like most of these you can make on your own with the equipment you have, but I have certain tools that are designed specifically to create these kind of traps, which could speed up the process if you so wish. But most of these stuff you can do on your own.
Okay,
How
then.
much would those tools cost
Oh.
exactly to
Oh.
speed up making?
Oh, and like I mean, like one of those carving knives. And then she sort of like reaches under the table, under the bar, and she sort of like pull out like this sort of like curved looking blade that you, just from the looks of it, probably not meant for stabbing or stabbing people, but should be very very good for like peeling and sharpening wood into like steaks. I mean, you could probably have this for like, just thinks for a moment, just making up for about like 4 coppers.
Wow.
4 coppers.
I mean, I don't wanna blunt my daggers or anything, so I take it.
All right.
Just in case,
All right.
anything comes up.
Yeah, just add like a carving knife into your inventory. It costs 4 copper.
Anything explosive?
As you say that, what, like magic? Gunpowder don't exist in this world yet.
Oh.
Yeah. So as far as people know about explosives, it's just like, you know, fireball spells or like lightning bolts.
Oh, I see. Anything poison tipped, maybe?
Poisoned. She thinks for a moment. Make a persuasion check, Cicero.
Persuasion. Oh, that's my worst. Okay. Oh, not good.
She sort of thinks for a moment. I'm sorry. I may be a former hunter, but those years are past me. I no longer have access to those equipment anymore.
Okay.
But
Anything else you guys want?
and then wait. Let me chime in.
Yeah,
But
go ahead.
as you are, you know, a businesswoman in this tavern, you must know some people, must know like anybody, like, you know, have connections here and there. Maybe you know someone around here who has something for us.
I mean, I know people in Astoria that sells it, but not here. And just so you know, this crossroad where the sour vintage is at, that inn is the only building here.
Oh wow.
This is not like a village or this is a, you know, like a roadhouse by the side of the highway in like America, just like one small little place like for people to just
in the
stop.
middle of nowhere.
Yeah, so like this is just one singular inn at a crossroad, and that's it. There's no other. Around you are like hills and wilderness and like plains.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe let's not antagonize her.
Who's antagonizing who?
Okay.
You see her retract her hand from underneath the shotgun. Nah, she doesn't have a shotgun. I'm just kidding.
Uh,
Whoa.
That escalated quickly.
Everybody calm down.
Questions. I'm not accusing anyone.
And it is at this moment that you hear footsteps, and from the top of the inn, you see Kyra coming downstairs with 2 people in tow.
Ooh.
And
Hey.
yeah, and she goes, apologies for the wait, but here they are, the 2 people that I hired to help you in this little endeavor. This is Taneus, and she points to this hood. This person that is like, they both of them have like cloaks on, and you get it just from the way they are dressed. They seem to be hunters. They have a bow strung over their back with a quiver of arrows, dressed in cloak with a hood, though they're all pulled back. And the person that she gestures to, Taneus, seems to be a dark-skinned elf with like short cropped hair and like this and with gray eyes that is like a bit eerie as he stares at you, and then he gestures to the guy next to him, who seems to be like a human with like blonde hair and bright blue eyes and seems a bit more amiable. And he said, and this is Javon. The 2 of them should be able to cover whatever. Well, cover it to just help you out, basically. Because I won't be much use in a fight, you know. I just play this harp.
Oh. I just wave at them. I'm like, hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go over them and give them the soldier's forearm clasp.
Yeah. Taneas does it to you, and you gather that this guy probably has a soldier background to him, the way he holds himself and the way he returns the shake. Javon, not so much. You grab him, it's like, oh, strong grip there you have.
Oh. Ooh, do the personality.
Yeah. But yes. So, and then Kyra is like, well, now that you've all made each other's acquaintances, shall we set off?
Go. We have everything,
Onwards.
right?
Yeah,
Think
let's
so.
go.
All right.
Anything you guys need?
Yes.
All right. And so, with that, all of you set off with a couple of new companions in tow, away from the sour vintage and out into the plains of the Heartlands. And as soon as you're out there, you know what, why don't one of you give me a survival check as you all begin your task of tracking.
Does anyone have
Anybody-
high survival?
I got a
Plus
plus
one.
3.
I have a +0.
I have a
Uh,
1.
Okay, I'll do it then. I have a plus 3.
All right.
Oh, roll.
Oh.
Okay.
I
So
survived.
So the 7 of you set out. So Cicero will be in front with the 2 hunters, Taneas and Javon, and you all like just sort of like marching in a single file through. Like in the beginning, like the area around you is a bit rocky, but as you all proceeded further and further north, more of the open plains of the Heartlands opens up to you, like just rolling hills and of like grass and just like a bit of trees here and there, and you can see like in the like towards your left you can see the rocky hills, and up ahead you can see the snaking rivers. And as you're like tracking, so the hunters are helping you with this and looking around. And in this first leg of your journey, as you sort of like travel for the night, you don't pick up any trail yet. As you gather, maybe the boar has not made their way this far towards the east. And of course, throughout the journey, Kyra is just like at the back, just like strumming on her harp and just like singing. And it is at this moment that you would learn that she is a great harp player and she has an extremely beautiful voice, but her lyrics are atrocious. Like just so bad. There's no rhyme to it. It's just like you get her that she's like she's not even attempting. You know, Greeks are known for their great poems, right? Their epic poetry, like lots of like iambs and like dactyls, you know, like those rhymes. Like she's not even attempting free verse. She's just stringing words that she probably made up on the spot and just singing it out. And especially for our bard friend, you're just like, oh, so much skill and talent, but why is the lyrics like this?
Yes, I am cringing internally, but like I have a soft spot, but I'm cringing.
Yeah, like her song is basically, and we walk through the plain and walk some more and another 10 miles and blah 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 blah, and just basically like that. It's just extremely simple lyrics. There's no like rhymes. Like, you know how lyrics sometimes they'll end at the same like consonant and syllables. She's not doing any of that. Sometimes each verse has like a different number of consonants and it's making for like extremely short verses and extremely long that doesn't really fit into the bar that she's playing with her harp.
I really don't want to offend her, but could I slip in like 2 lines now and then that rhyme
I mean, make a performance check.
just for my own sake? No.
You try to, but you're just extremely put off by the lyrics that she's singing. It's like at some point she's like, our heroes are going to face the ball, hope they don't spill their entrails in the gorge. And then you're like, entrails in the gorge, what? And then you're just like, you accidentally pluck your lute and the string just bang, and you had to spend like the next like 10 minutes stringing it back.
Can I tell her to like stop because it's gonna give away our position?
And as you say that, she's like, oh, I'm sure you'll be fine. I mean, we're trying to draw the ball towards us, aren't we?
No, we are not. No.
Oh dear.
We
And
want to get to the boar. We don't want the boar to know we're there.
you know what? And as you say, make a persuasion check, whoever wants to helm this.
Oh.
Sorry, a persuasion.
Yeah.
I'll roll
go ahead.
persuasion. I'll roll
Go
persuasion.
ahead. Go ahead.
Great.
Okay.
Wait,
Yes.
Nice.
It's like, oh, fine, you're all no fun. And then she puts away her harp. And as soon as she does that, she sort of like pulls out one of her scroll she has like this sort of like small little wooden slab that she carries with her. She takes it out, takes a scroll, she unscrolls it, and then she takes out one of her quill, and then she starts like writing into her scroll instead, because she's now not allowed to play her music. And she looks a bit grumpy, but she's like, whatever. She's
I go up to her and I'll tell her like, you know what? It's okay. I kind of dig what you did, but we just gotta do what we gotta do for the mission and all. So I try to comfort her and stuff.
And she's like, if you say so. Now, leave me alone. I'm writing my next composition.
I am both tempted to find out what it is, but I also do not want to know what it is.
Nah, a wise policy. And now, but as you all reach the end of the day, you all don't really find anything. And just for the purposes of this, I would like one of you to roll a D100 for me.
D100.
Yeah, so in the chat bar to the right of Roll20, just put /R space D100. Just one of you do it for me.
Just random one also can do, right? The 2, 3, 4, 5. Just one of it.
Yeah, just put 1D100.
1.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Nice.
68.
68.
Alright. So as you are like traveling through... Wait, actually I need to go to the correct page for this. Physical books! You have defied me for the last time. Where is it? Okay, give me a moment. This is the part in the game where the loading screen pops up as you transition into the next location while I look.
Immersion broken.
No, I'm sorry. Please don't leave.
I'll play a song.
All right. As you play a song, you can see Kyra is like, oh, so they get to play. I see how it is. I see.
Yeah, watch how the pros play. Okay. Get him, Mateo.
Nah, she doesn't do that. She's like, whatever. Nah, she shouldn't do that.
Mateo.
She just rolls her eyes and just continues writing. And so, as you're all traveling through, now you're all arriving at this part, like by now, like it is almost like sunset, so the horizon is cast the sky into like this bright orange glow as the sun begins to disappear into the horizon. And as you're like traveling through this, like this area is mostly plain, but by this point there are like more rock formations dotted here and there, each of them like clouded with like fern leaves and grasses. And as you walk through, you notice a stale stench that is carried on the breeze. Especially Cicero and the two hunters with you, they are like, wait. And like one of them, Taneus, is like, you smell that? And then at this point, you all hear from above you, like this loud croaking sound that transitions into a high-pitched screech that I will not attempt into my mic because people are asleep. And you look up into the sky. You see a flock of monstrous-looking bird humanoid figures hovering and watching you from a distance. They're just like flying along the edges, like just like 120 feet up into the air, just watching you all, just and occasionally like this kind of like loud sound that occasionally transitions into like almost an alluring tune, which again, because I'm tone deaf, I cannot emulate. But just imagine into your head, just like this screech that occasionally putters off into like almost the end of like one of those people in Broadway doing like a soprano.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Do we know what creatures these are, or?
I mean, this is easy for you all to know. Like, you've all been in this land long enough to know, like, these are harpies. They are
Harpies.
No.
they're like a type of like humanoid bird creatures that looks like a mix of like a human woman with birds, and they are known for their song that can enthrall people, and they are known for being carnivorous.
Oh dear.
Is there a way to sing them away?
They're like they're like just float. I mean, you can certainly try. Do you try?
Should we engage them or should we try and hide? You reckon?
And then as
I'll
you
hide.
as it gets
I'm gonna hide.
no, as you
Maybe
as you'll say that, Taneas will go, don't worry. These harpies are not known to engage openly against their prey. They would probably lurk over there for a couple of days before parting if they do not find like a weak spot. So just keep your eyes open, but we can continue. Just
Oh.
keep one eye to the sky.
I don't know how I feel about that, but okay, we'll keep. I think we'll keep going, right? Just making sure
Yeah.
we look up at the sky once in
Yes.
a while.
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed.
All right. So you all continue along the path, and by the time and they all like the harpies, they're just like floating in the air near you all, like just circling. They never get closer than like 100 feet. And as night falls, they started going further and further away. And after a while, you don't see them anymore. You don't know if they are just like nesting nearby or they have genuinely lost interest in you. But as night falls, the harpies are no longer tailing you, and you all just set up camp for the night. And for the purposes of this, we just have one of you take watch and just make a perception check to see if any danger attacks you.
Anybody have a proficiency on perception?
I have a
Uh,
+3.
Yeah, same.
And
Oh, one of you then.
I can do trance, although I'm not sure. Do you want to do it?
Oh, you can go ahead.
Okay, all right. Perception. Oh no.
uh,
Okay, so
Oh, God of dice.
Umbra decided to take watch for the night. And like you're just sitting there, you all set up like a nice little campfire, and as you all like just sit around it, making your own little cot and setting up your tents to fall asleep. You're just like sitting there, watching, and then you open your eyes as daytime. You realize that you've fallen asleep during your watch, but thankfully, nothing happened.
Oh, thank God.
You had
Uh,
one job, Umbra.
I do have one job.
Blame him? Come on. Okay, he tried his best. Yeah.
All right, so
It is what it is.
all right, so you.
But at least we're not dead, so
Yep, that is.
You're all alive.
Thank the gods. Thank the 5 gods.
And so you all wake up, you all pack up your tents, and you all continue. By this point, you are all like around here, near this river, around this area. And so, like, just like an hour into your journey, you eventually come across the river, and it takes. Well, like, it's not like the river doesn't flow that hard, so you all are able to, like, just like trudge your way across the river without too much issues, though you can see like Kyra is like, oh, my scrolls, just like holding her pack, but a few of them are dangling along the side and dipping into the water, and she's like, no. But other than that, no danger come to you. But after you cross the river, as you hear the squawk and you look up into the sky and you see the same flock of harpies are circling you all again, just like 200 feet in the air. And then Taneas again, just ignore them.
So we just trust Taneas here.
Yeah.
We're just gonna walk.
yeah, just ignore them.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah, and with that, I would like another one of you to make a survival check in order to see if you all have picked up the trail of the Great Boar.
Ooh. Anybody want to roll a survival?
Wants to go? I've already gone. If anyone else wants to go, I seem to have the highest
Last
survival.
one. I don't think I want to try.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go.
Okay, don't blame me for it then.
No,
Roll
100%
your best.
accountability.
Okay, well,
Uh,
roll your best.
well,
Okay.
that's it.
Okay, we're all a little bit out of practice. It's fine.
Okay, in that case, I would like someone else to roll a d100 for me.
What do you type in chat?
Uh,
You
s-
just
yeah, /r space 1d100.
100. Okay.
Okay.
We're doing all right.
Average. We're fine.
Okay,
bad.
let me take a look at this.
That scares me.
I
Okay.
know.
Okay, so as you all like continuing along your journey, just walking, you all have by this point you've cleared the river and can see like towards the right of you a rocky hill rises into the air. And by this point, like the terrain here has become like a bit more like rolling hilly, like just like going up and down, up and down. And at one point, as you're like clearing up along one of the hills, you look down over one of it and you see a grisly sight before you. A creature that resembles almost like a, at first glance you thought it is maybe a lion, but then you see a pair of eagle-like wings on its back, and it seems to be digging into what seems to be a freshly killed horse, like just, and you can hear like the sound of squishing and tearing flesh as this creature is just over there like basically eating the carcass of a dead horse, its wings folded into its back. And at one point it rears its head and you see that it doesn't have what you would assume a creature like this to have, like, you know, a lion, like a mouth, but instead what you see is a feathered head that ends in a long beak that is now slick with blood. And like,
What is that?
and like you at this point you will all know like these creatures are typical to the land. This is a griffin, basically a part lion part eagle creature. So you can see like,
are they all flying?
yeah, like its body is like a lion, but then its front paws ends in talons like an eagle, and its head and it also has the head and the wings of an eagle. And you can see, like, just like a couple of feet away from the horse, you see the mutilated body of what seems to be a heavily armed and armored person. But their body has been mutilated beyond recognition, like bits and pieces of their limbs is scattered throughout.
Oh, poor guy.
And like at this point, like the moment you see this, like you can see Taneas at the front just go, "Whoa, get down."
Oh, get down, everybody! Duck!
Hey, getting down.
Yeah, and you all like just sort of crouch because the griffin doesn't seem to have noticed you all yet, like seemingly intent to just devouring the carcass of this horse. And then like Taneas go, "We need to sneak around it. Go." And then he gestures towards the left and you all begin to circle around, and I would like every one of you to make a stealth check.
I have no idea.
Oh,
Oh,
I have
no.
disadvantage on stealth, damn it.
Today it's not good.
Oh?
Oh wow.
Well, I'm freaking out.
Oh, shit, bro, no.
I don't think he... yeah, okay, so... This is what happens.
Fuck.
As you're all, like, circling around... So, Cicero, you're dressed in heavy armor, right?
I'm wearing chainmail, yes.
Yes, so, this usually don't show up in movies because it's not that cool, but... In real life, heavy armor like chainmail, they make a lot of noise, no matter how slow you are moving. Like, you can be like just moving your hands slowly and you can hear like shh, and that is basically what happens as you all begin to sneak. Like every step Cicero takes is accompanied by a shh. And then at one point, as like that's happening, you can see like one of the hunters like Javon, "Keep quiet." And then you're like,
I'm sorry.
As soon as you say, I'm sorry, Umbra, you who is right in front of Cicero, you step, because this is a rolling hill, so the terrain that you're on is a bit diagonal. You step onto a wet patch of mud and you slip like, and then as you do, you bump into Cicero and he falls backward, and you, Cicero, you basically go onto the
my
grass.
God.
And as soon as that happens, the griffin, its head turns up and stares towards you, and it goes, and it sort of screeches at you. And I'm gonna move us all into a new map.
Can I try
No.
and like talk
Not
it down,
today.
like,
All right.
yeah, kitty.
And so you see, so
Not a kidding.
okay, so I would like all of
Big
you
kitty.
to drag yourself onto the map. You would all be like, it will be here, and yeah, you'll all be like on this side of the map.
Okay.
Okay,
And then I'm just gonna drag like the.
I'll put myself at the front because I'm like the tankiest, the tanky
I'm gonna
boy.
stand way back.
Yeah. Oh, but just so you know, Cicero, you will be starting this combat prone because you fell and fall flat on your face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be here.
Okay, the
Okay.
griffin is on the ground right now, so I'm just gonna use this
Where are
token
you?
for it.
Okay, I'll stand here.
And just, imagine that there is like the core. I'm gonna put this griffin here in case it starts to fly, so just ignore that spread wing griffin. I'll just delete it. Imagine there's a dead horse here that it is feasting on. Okay, so now that you're all on, and we'll just say that Kyra, as soon as that happens, she goes, oh well, I guess y'all are in a bit of a pickle. And then she sort of like just leans back onto the floor, pull out her heart, and just started playing an instrument to set to have like a background music for your little combat session. So
That's my job.
yeah, so I would like all of you to roll initiative. Now, remember to click onto your token first before you roll initiative, otherwise you won't show up on the turn order.
Boom.
Click, and then where is it? Where do I click for it?
Yeah, initiative should be in the top middle part of your character sheet in D&D Beyond.
I don't.
Uh,
Oh,
okay.
oh, initiative.
Yep.
Mm,
Oh wait, I
you
need to
gotta-
roll for the hunters as well.
So that we roll.
Okay, this is Javon, and this is
Why are we rolling high for initiative?
okay. Not bad. You all will need it.
Ah!
Okay, wait. I need to set. Aha! Look at how prepared I am, setting everything last minute. Okay.
Lightwood is going for a bathroom break.
Oh, okay.
We just.
It's okay. Their character can just stand there and be devoured.
Oh!
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. No. This descending. Is Lightfoot the one that's starting? Okay, so top of the round is our tiefling.
Ah! Oh my god.
Yes. So this griffin is now currently staring at you and screeching, and with like blood and gore still dripping from its beak. Just. What do you do?
Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. 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 Wait. I can move. What? How far can I move? 30.
Yeah, 30 feet. Okay, so this is just for like people who don't know. If you are dragging your token to move, you press Q. You will get a ruler to show how far you have moved, and if you press Q again at a new location, it will set a waypoint so they can change directions.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can use that to determine like how far you move.
Press Q.
Yes, after you click and drag your token.
Ah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
So what would you like to do?
Oh dear. What am I gonna do? First of all, I want to reposition myself, and then I'm probably going to attempt to throw a dagger in its eye.
Okay, so just so you know, a dagger has a range of 20, 60. So beyond the range of 20 feet, it will be at disadvantage. So if you don't want disadvantage, you will have to go within 20 feet of the griffin to throw it.
Oh, okay. So I can move I want to reposition first. I don't. Wait, where do
Yeah.
I go? Can I go here?
I mean, it's up to you. So like it's within 30 feet.
I don't know. I don't know how. How do I tell? That's how,
Yeah.
how do I tell?
Yeah.
Not very far.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that is close enough for you to get there with your 30 feet of movement.
Okay. Okay. And then I throw the dagger. I try to throw the dagger in.
All right. You draw your dagger and you throw it. Roll attack. Roll a range attack with your dagger.
Range. Oh.
I think you can just click on the dagger attack roll. Like it's the same as attacking it and melee because it's both dexterity.
Attack. Wait. What? Where is it supposed to be?
It should be if you do you have it equipped from your inventory, because in your inventory for weapons there should be a box to the left of its name. If you check it, it means you have it equipped and it will show up in your attack bar.
Oh, okay. I need to click it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's clicked, and now I just. Oh, great. Okay, so I press this. Okay.
Yes, and it should roll. Okay, yeah, 23 definitely hits roll damage as you throw the dagger, and it just strikes as it like roars at you. You can see it's spreading its wings out as sort of like a to make itself look more like bigger and hostile, and it just stabs into like in between the joints where its wings meet its back. So click on the dagger to roll damage in the Roll20 chat box. You can see the dagger is like glowing, is like a dark pink. Click on dagger, it will roll damage.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Okay, that did quite a lot of damage. Like you throw it and you stab, you can see like blood drips, and it sort of like flinches back at you and just hisses at you. Next up is
Nice.
Umbra. What are you doing?
Since I just here, so I just gonna reposition myself to around here and use the short bow,
Mm-hmm.
shoot it.
All right, make a
Oh my god.
make a short bow attack. Okay, so you sort of like stealth there. You're like, haha, I've got you now, creature. You take your bow out, you drag it, and then as you let go, you don't know what you did, but as soon as you let go, because this is a natural one, I have to make it an epic fail. That's how it works.
Oh.
The arrows splinters, and some of the splinter got into your eye like as it just make a twang, and you're like, oh, my eyes. You are blinded for now until the start of your next turn.
No.
And yeah, that's the end of your action. I'm so sorry.
God damn I.
Okay, next up is Cicero. What are you doing?
I'm prone, right?
Yeah, so you will need to take an action to get up.
Okay, I'll take an action.
No,
to
get up. Half your movement to get up.
Half my movement to get up, so I
Yes.
can only move 15 feet.
Yes.
5, 10, 15. Okay. Over here.
All right.
Getting nice and close.
Oh, actually, maybe I'll use a dash and just bring myself all the way up to it. Then.
Okay. So this is what you can do. When you all did your training, were you taught about hold action?
Oh, what?
Yeah. So basically, like for you, because you have to use your action to dash up to the griffin, right? So,
Yeah.
but what you can do instead, if you wish, is to just go back to where you were after you move your 15 feet and take a hold action to attack the griffin as soon as it's within melee range of you. This will consume your reaction, but will make it so that if the griffin gets within melee range of you, you can make an attack against it first before it can do anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
this is something that all of you can do as well. Like as a bard, you can say, I would like to hold my action to cast a spell if this particular scenario happens. But doing so will take up your reaction. So you gotta think about it. So it's a trade-off.
Okay, so I'll do that. I'll do a hold action. I bring my shield up, and I'll do that 300 pose, and I bang my sword against the
Yeah.
shield.
Alright.
Ow, ow.
Alright. Give them nothing and take from them everything. Okay, I'm sorry. You get my reference.
I got it.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah, alright. And now it is the griffin's turn. It is going to and then with a single flap of its wing, it's gonna boost itself right towards you, Cicero, to bite you. But you can make an attack against it first.
Yep, that's what I'll do. I'll swipe it with my longsword.
All right, roll longsword attack. Okay. Okay. Wait. Actually, let me just check. It's that unfortunately does not hit. It goes wide as you swing. As it gets close and you swing your sword against it, your blade accidentally caught against its wings as it's like retracting it, so it indirectly redirect your sword away and your attack goes wide.
Damn.
And
Okay.
in retaliation, it's going to attempt to sink its beak into your throat.
Oh,
Go for it.
Oh wait,
Ooh.
oh yeah, that's an 8 to attack. So it misses. Its beak scrapes against the side of your helm. Like, just you hear like this loud as it just like scratches against your helmet, and then as it rears itself back, angry that it didn't do any purchase, it's gonna lift up onto its back legs and it's gonna bring its claws down on you. That is, I'm guessing a 12 doesn't hit as well.
No, it misses, unfortunately.
Okay, I mean, fortunately for you, unfortunately for me. So that is,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and that is the end of the Griffin's turn. And now it is, Mateo. What are you doing?
I wanna distract the griffin by sending an illusion of a horse, like
Oh,
past it to make it like turn away
oh,
from Cicero and all of us.
oh, and is this like a spell that you're casting?
It's a cantrip.
What? Oh, is it minor illusions?
Yeah, it's minor illusion.
Okay. Can
Oh
you?
wait, but I need to move.
Yeah, and also, can you read up minor illusion, because it is a cantrip? It does have limitations, so.
Yes. I don't know how far it will move, but hold on. I think I need to. I'm just gonna move. Wait, how do I move?
Click on your token and then drag it.
Okay. I think I'm gonna move there.
Let me just drag a horse here. Oh god, why is it squished?
Okay.
Why does it look like that? Jesus Christ.
He's a fat horse.
Okay.
yeah, it's the carcass of a horse.
And then I'm
Oh,
just gonna put an
oh,
X to
wait,
it.
wait,
Yeah, this is
oh,
where it was devouring the horse. We'll just say and put it there.
Yeah.
Alright, can you just read me minor illusions just so I know what it, just to make sure that
Does that work?
yeah, okay, wait, let me, I'll look up minor illusions, because you know, when it comes to cantrips, sometimes what they can do can be a bit too vague.
Right.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now. Okay, so you are attempting to create an image, an object with it.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So because from here
Yes.
it says you can use minor illusions to create a sound or an image of an object. A horse is not an object.
Okay.
Unless you are making a static stationary horse.
Okay, hang on. Okay, you know what? Can I create a sound?
Mm-hmm.
Like a loud screeching sound at it.
Oh, and where are you making this screech come from?
I don't know, like there. Wait, hang on. Like there.
Oh,
Is that doable?
yeah, you can do it like within 30 feet of you. You can make like a sound from it.
Okay.
Okay, for the purposes of this, I'm going to have the Griffin just to see if you manage to distract. Actually, you make a deception check to see if you will, as you weave your minor illusion and just create like a from somewhere behind it, to see if you
Oh,
manage to like deceive it into like reacting to it.
This is so bad.
Okay.
Is it appearing?
Okay, yeah, you make the sound happen. There's a scream behind it. At the same time as the griffin lets out a screech at Cicero, and it blends in a bit, and the griffin is not affected. Unfortunately, an 8 is not enough to deceive this griffin.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. Is there anything you would like to do with your bonus action or your movement?
Uh,
Door.
um, I think it's fine for now.
Okay, so you stay where you are.
Maybe I stay where I am. Yeah.
All right. Next up is Javon. He's gonna go up to here, circle around towards the griffin, and then he is. Oh my god, why is it like this, please? Okay, and then he is going to shoot at the griffin twice with his short bow, with his long bow. Okay, so he managed. He fires his arrow. One will strike the griffin, like just into his flank, like, and then when he lets off the second one, the rope on his longbow snaps because he rolled a natural one. And he's like, he's like, shit. And then you can see Tane is like, I told you to take care of your bow. I did. And Javon go, but yes, he manages to get one attack off, but then his longbow is unstrung for now. And so he just like just puts it to the side, and he looks like he's getting ready to draw the short sword that he has that on his hip. And next up is Taneus. He is going to just step up behind, take one step to the side, and then he's gonna shoot two longbow as well. Oh, and both hits.
Nice.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Taneus is clearly the leader of these two. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. As you can see, like, after his arrow break, you can see the griffin turn and screech at it, and Taneus takes that opportunity to just instantly and fire two arrows, and it just one like sinks into one of his forelegs and the other one into its side, and it screeches again. A bit of droplets of blood falls from it. It's looking a little rough, the griffin, but it's still alive. Okay, next, top of the round.
Oh man, what am I gonna do? Okay.
Oh, and at the same time, at the top of the round, you can hear in the distance as you realize that the harpies that have been trailing you for a day have taken note of what's happening here, and you look up, you can see a couple of them are closing in.
No, go away.
Okay, I'm just gonna drag a couple of them into the map. They are currently in the air,
Oh.
but
Oh.
they are, I will say that for the purpose of this, they are like about 60 feet in the air, and they will not do, and they will actually, I'm gonna roll initiative. Tell me what you want to do first. I'll roll their initiative in the background.
Okay, wait. Okay, wait, let's see. What can I do? I might use my cantrip,
Mm-hmm.
the thaumaturgy,
Okay.
and I am going to am I gonna create a sound? Maybe.
I mean, it's up to you.
I think I can create a sound.
Oh no, wait, it's not 3 harpies, it's 2 harpies, I'm sorry. One less enemies for you all. Okay. Okay, what sound are you creating with it?
I am creating. Okay, wait. I don't know what griffins react to. Just a very concerning sound a sound that would be very concerning to a griffin, perhaps a very injured one.
Uh,
Bah!
okay, make a deception check.
Okay, deception check.
As you make like the sound of like coming like from behind a rock, like to the north of you or something. Just to see if it like works.
Deception check.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay. You do that,
Nice.
and you see the griffin instantly just its head turns and look towards in that direction. And for the purposes of this, I'll say that it'll eventually, like after a while, will realize that no, it is the only griffin here, but it will lose its action. So you have distracted it for 1 round, which is good for you because you have 2 new enemies on the map. Okay, so do you want to move or do you want to stay where you are?
I am okay. I'm realizing how close I am to them. I am actually just gonna stay here. I'm fine right here.
All right. Next up, Cicero.
Zero.
Yes.
I was gonna say, guys, actually, I have on my character sheet I have a fighting style called interception. So if you guys are within 5 feet of me, like a box away from me, I can basically like block you guys from attacks with my shield. So if you guys want to huddle in close, take care of you.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that.
Basically like a big
now.
meat shield. Okay, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna swipe at it with my sword once again.
All right, make an attack roll as it's distracted, its head like turned away from you. Just for a brief second, you just. Actually, you know what? I'll let you choose. Our tiefling. Do you want to make this griffin lose its action, or do you want to give advantage to Cicero's attack to see if he can get a crit
Oh.
with your thaumaturgy? Like, how do you want to affect this harpy?
Lose its action.
Okay, so yeah, the 17 hits, and
Yep.
how come it has 2?
You can ignore the right one. I'm just using one hand.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Okay, so 24. Oh yeah, that is a hefty chunk as you carve into his side, and a spray of blood just splatters onto your face and onto your armor as you just carve through it. And it like and it like retracts and turns back towards you. And next up is Umbra. What are you doing? As you see, like the griffin just gets a huge chunk carved out of it. You hear the screech from the harpies that are like approaching to the left of you.
So probably I'm gonna move here since it's distracted for time being.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna strike it with the rapier.
All right.
Let's see. Oh my god, why?
Oh no! You tried to swing at it, but like I would say that as like Cicero carved into it, the griffin recoils and its wing flares a bit. Right as you go charge forward with your rapier, and its wing clips you underneath the chin, and you're like yo, and your rapier goes wide.
Oh no.
Yeah, you know, one person has to be the sacrificial low roller. You know, that's just how it
Yes.
works.
I know.
All right.
Sin.
Yep. And with that, that's the end of your turn. Now is the griffin's turn, but it is distracted by the thaumaturgy, so it loses its action, so it can't do anything. Oh no, wait, this is the harpy. Okay, so this harpy is going to swoop down while screeching and go right next to you, and is going to make 2 attacks against you. You can see it like as it gets closer, you realize like the harpy is like looks like a human woman, and you can see it has sharp claws, but in another hand it clutches like a rudimentary club, like a bludgeon weapon, and so it's gonna swipe at you with its claws. Natural 1 and a natural 20, but it's a natural 1, so the claw misses. Like, and then it's gonna rear up and beat you with its club for a 6 to hit. Holy shit, I am rolling so shit as well. So the harpy does no damage, and the griffin loses its turn because it is distracted by the thaumaturge. And now we go back to our Mateo.
I stay
I am going to cast. What am I going to cast? I think I can cast a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Oh, okay. What do you say to the harpy to viciously mock it?
I hope your entire family dies.
Oh.
Whoa.
And then it's a charisma check, right? I think.
It is. What is this? How do I see it?
Read your spell description. It should say like which saving throw it is for.
Wisdom.
Oh, wisdom save. Okay. So let's see. It rolled a 2 and another natural 20. This is taunting me. This. So it rolls a 2. It fails. So roll damage on your vicious mockery. So as you look at this harpy, you go, I hope your family dies. It turns towards you and screeches at you as you insult it, and it took damage from that. And I think it also like its next attack is with disadvantage, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes, it's disadvantage.
Okay, just keep a note of that and remind me if I forget for this particular harpy that is next to our tiefling.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so harsh, bro.
Yeah.
Get a little cozy there.
Yeah. And next up is Javon, and he's gonna, as soon as he sees the harpies coming, he's like, "Oh shit!" And then he's gonna look at the griffin being like surrounded by two of his allies. By the two of you, he's like, "Yeah, you all will be fine." And then he's gonna use his action to also dash towards the harpy over here, and that's all he can do this turn. And next up, it is this harpy is gonna fly low and perch itself onto this rock over here, and it is gonna open its maw slash mouth. It's like a mix of both, and from its throat, it's you all of you will hear like this melody comes out. Like think like the way Ariel from Little Mermaid sings. Like, as she gives her voice to Ursula, that is what you hear, and I would like every one of you to make a wisdom saving throw. It's like just like a more beautiful voice that you would expect from a creature like her, like this creature. Oh god, oh god.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, I need to roll for our NPCs as well. Wisdom save.
I'm very weak when it comes to song, guys.
Oh!
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Okay,
What a
so
beautiful voice.
okay, so I'm just gonna put like these colors. So all of you except for Sephi are charmed by this harpy. Oh god, is this gonna be a TPK? Please no. Okay. Except for oh god, I keep forgetting. Sephi and Javon, the two of you are the only one that's not charmed. Like all of you can feel like these tendrils of magic, like something just creeping into your head at the music. And Sephi, you are able to shake it off, but the rest of you all just become enthralled by the harpy.
Sorry, I can't be charmed. Mateo can't be charmed.
Oh.
I have advantage.
Oh, roll again then.
On Wiz?
Yeah, on wisdom save.
Oh, that is so much better.
Okay, you are not charmed.
Bless.
Okay. Okay.
Half of the party is not dark.
Wait. Did my elf?
Oh wait, you're an elf. You have advantage against being charmed. Roll again, Umbra.
Wisdom, right?
Okay, come on.
Yeah,
come
wisdom.
On, guys.
Come on! You can do it!
Finger.
Okay, if the DC is 11, you just pass.
Whoa!
Oh.
Okay, so this situation is not as dire as it could have been. So
yay.
so only Cicero and Taneus is charmed. And so while you are charmed like this, Cicero, on your turn, you will use all of your movement and all of your action to go to this harpy, and that is all you can do.
Oh.
And then at the end of that turn, you can make another saving throw in order to like get rid of it. Yeah, next up is Taneus, and that is what he'll do as you can see his eyes go glassy, and he just begins to approach the harpy using his action to dash as well to get here, which is the closest he can get. And that is the end of his turn. Now, Sephi, you are up.
I have another dagger,
All right.
and I am going to attempt to throw it at the harpy on the
The
that's,
rock.
perch.
Okay, just so you know, because you are in melee range of an enemy, this will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I roll dagger. Like,
Yeah. Oh, so you're still gonna do it at disadvantage?
wait. Okay, wait. Hold on. Let me think. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna
Oh,
take
wait,
my
no, sorry.
chances. I got Taneus and Javon right next to me, so I don't know.
I gonna
Well,
All right.
shoot off the arrow.
one of them is charmed.
Oh,
Oh,
if you slap them really hard, would it wake them up?
Maybe. You
Kick
don't.
him in the nuts.
Yes! Do it.
Just oh god.
Jane's
what?
right there.
Oh, the one
I
that's
don't know.
like right next to me.
Mm-hmm.
What, can I just melee him?
I mean, you can if you want.
I can. Oh, okay, okay. I thought because it was. I thought it was up in the air, so I couldn't. Okay.
Uh,
Um.
Yeah, the one that is in the harpy in front of you, it came down to whack you with the club and the claw, which it missed.
Right. Okay. Okay. I am going. Okay. Then I change my move. I wanna hit it with my short sword.
Okay, so roll a short sword attack as you attempt to stab at this harpy that just attempted to claw your face off.
Dang. Oh god.
Okay, that misses, unfortunately. Like you swing, the harpy beats it away with its club, and then just squawks in your face. I don't know what harpies sound like, but that sound is canon now. Okay, all right. Next up is Cicero. You are charmed, and so you must use your movement and action to get here.
Beyonce, I'm coming.
And as you do, as you walk, the harpy, the griffin is gonna make an attack of opportunity against you.
Yeah.
It's gonna use its claws for it.
Okay.
Okay, it misses.
Oh,
Actually, you would want it to hit because if it hits you, you can make another wisdom save to remove the charm. But but it misses.
wow.
I keep rolling natural 20 on the second roll, not the first one, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Or you don't have 2 attacks?
No, opportunity attacks is only 1 attack.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make my way to the queen.
All right.
Where's this voice?
Yeah, and as you get here, since you still have your action, you will use your action to climb up the rock to here,
Ah.
right in front of the harpy.
No.
I love you. I love your voice.
Maybe I.
Megan Thee Stallion, I love you.
Okay, it avoids.
I
Okay.
should have thrown those daggers.
Okay, and now you can make another wisdom save to see if you resist.
Okay.
Check it. Check
In
it.
my song, it's just that Megan Thee Stallion song. Body yada 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 yada.
You are still charmed. Okay, next up, Umbra, you're up. You just see your friend Cicero be like, I'm coming, my queen, and start crawling up the rock towards the harpy and leaving you alone with the griffin. What do you do?
I use. Oh wait, I cannot. Hold up. I would like to use my rope to lasso the griffin, if that is possible.
Okay, I will say, because technically each round of combat is 6 seconds, and to tie a lasso will take quite some time, I will allow you to make a dexterity check. If you roll 12 or higher, I will say you successfully make the lasso and is able to use the lasso on this turn as part of the same action. If you roll higher than that, if you fail that roll, you can still make the lasso, but it will consume your entire action.
So a grain of salt.
Yeah, so
But well,
so it's like, do you want to risk it?
yes, YOLO. I just gonna YOLO it at this point.
All right, make a dexterity check.
Risk it for the biscuit. No biscuit.
This is not good.
This is your second natural one. I would say you're like tying, you're like just pull out your rope and you're like tying it, and then you accidentally, you're like, oh, I almost got it. You make the loop and you pull the loop, and instead of forming a lasso, it forms a dead knot.
Oh.
And then you're like,
Okay.
shit. You look forward, the griffin is just staring at you. It blinks
Yes.
once and it and screeches at you. And unfortunately, that's your action.
Yes.
Just so you know.
Not time class.
I'm so sorry. This is not your game today, right
Yes,
now.
this is not my game today.
The dice,
The assassin cannot go stealth.
yeah. The dice gods
Open.
have looked down and chose you as a sacrifice for today.
Yeah.
And
Idiot.
yeah. And now next up is this harpy. Is gonna look at you, Sephi, the person that just attempt to stab her with the longsword, and she's gonna make her claw and club attack against you. I'm
But
guessing.
it's a disadvantage.
Oh yes, so I will re-roll the claw attack. Does a 14 hit?
Please no.
So I'm guessing that hits.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so the claw hits you, Sephi, for 4 slashing damage, and it just carves against you, like into your armor, but it cuts through and draws blood.
Ow! And I just kind of grunt in pain, and then I scream a little bit.
All right, and next up is the griffin. After seeing you perform a dead knot, the griffin is gonna just lunge and attempt to bite you with its beak for 11. I'm guessing it misses.
Wait. Oh yeah, misses.
Okay, then as it misses, it's gonna rear up onto his back leg again, and it's gonna attempt to scratch you with its claws. That's a 23 to hit. Yeah. Okay, that's 13 slashing damage, and it's just
Oh,
carved.
God.
Wait.
Are you alive?
No, I don't think so.
Oh
I
no!
have 9 hit points. Oh no.
Yeah, it rolled a 4 and a 5 on the 2d6.
Which one?
Yeah, so you.
Or-
Yeah, so you take 13 slashing as the claw just carves right into your robes and down from your collarbones towards your stomach, near your waist, and it just.
God.
So are you down?
Are you dead?
So which one? Which one should I roll for? D20.
No, you don't roll death saves first. What hit points were you at?
I only have 9 hit points.
Oh yeah, okay, so you are down.
Yes.
I'll just
Oh,
put.
no.
You are now unconscious on the ground as the griffin
And,
scratches
So
you.
I changes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. But you are just unconscious, and from this point on, you will need to make death saves. If you
So
if you succeed 3 times, you stabilize. If you fail 3 times, you die.
Okay.
Oh.
Give me the roll. How should I do it?
No, not yet. It is not your turn yet. So, okay. Next up is Mateo. You watch as your friend Umbra is just almost eviscerated by this griffin, and he just
In
goes down.
horror.
Oh God.
Okay. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna move. I have to move. I gotta move here. Please don't make me regret it.
All right.
And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
All right. Roll cure wounds. Okay. Umbra, you heal 6 hit points.
Hooray.
What I?
Alright, and you are no longer you just get back up, but you are currently prone beneath the griffin who is like just glaring at you.
Ah.
Alright, and next up is
Hold on,
Oh.
can I also use my bonus action?
Oh yeah, sure. What do you want to use it for?
I want to give bardic inspiration to Umbra so that he doesn't die again.
Alright. So Umbra, you have a bardic inspiration that you can use to add to any d20 rolls that you make within the next 10 minutes. I'll put a blue dot on you to show that you have the bardic inspiration. Alright, next up is
Please use it on bad throws.
Yeah. Next up is Javon. He is gonna circle around behind the harpy so that he's flanking it with Sephi, and then he's gonna make 2 attacks at advantage against it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, I think both of those attack hits.
Play.
Okay, let's see. It does, and he does 9 damage to it. Okay. Yeah, it like just and just like stabs into the back of the harpy, and it just and screeches, and the harpy is gonna turn around and glares at him and hisses. And next up,
That-
it is this harpy that is right in front of you, Cicero.
Oh.
Since you are charmed by it, it's gonna look at, for a second, you are looking at, like, I guess Beyonce, who is like gesturing at you, come to me.
No, it's a Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
My brain is Megan.
All right, it's Megan Thee Stallion gesturing towards you like, "Come to me," and you're like, "Yes, my queen."
Yada, yada, yada,
And
yada.
you go for it, and then the harpy is gonna claw at you at advantage because you are just presenting yourself.
Go for it.
Oh, I don't have to roll twice. That's a 17 to hit on the first one.
Oh dear.
No, 17 is I got AC 18.
Okay, and it's gonna make a club attack, and it misses. Okay, but yes, it attempts to attack you, but it doesn't go through the armor, but it does break the charm. You are no longer charmed.
Yes.
Yes.
But as a second, like the face of Megan Thee Stallion transform into this horrifying creature with a half beak, and you're like, yeah, but yeah, it tried to scratch you, but your armor is too thick. That is very lucky for you. I will not lie.
Your one chance at meeting Megan Thee Stallion.
No, that's not.
Oh, the
You're
stallion.
Yeah.
It's not Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, and realizing that you are no longer charmed and that your armor is too thick for its claw to get through, it's gonna attempt to fly up into the air up to 30 feet. You can make an attack of opportunity if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
Ouch. Yow.
Okay, wait, 11? Yeah, 11 just hits. Oh no, wait, 7. Never mind, 7 misses. Yeah,
7 misses,
you
yeah.
swing, the sword goes underneath its talons, and it is now like 30 feet into the air. Next up is Taneas. He's gonna crawl up onto the rock next to you and go, "My queen, don't leave me!"
Yada, 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 yada. I'm just singing from where I am, right?
Yeah, basically. And then meanwhile, in the background, Kyra is still lying on the floor, just strumming her harp, just like singing random tunes. And our heroes are dealing with a griffin and 2 harpies, and they are charmed and miss their attacks, and 1 is down. Blood just continues on like that in the background. And next up is Sephi. What are you doing?
Okay. I am okay. Second time's the charm, right? I'm gonna try and slash this thing again.
All right, make an attack with advantage because you are flanking with Javen.
Yeah. Okay. I roll twice, right?
Yes.
One.
Yeah, you get to roll again. Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Oh, nice.
I roll damage.
Yep. Oh, damn.
Hey.
Okay, you raise up your sword and you attempt to stab at it, and you manage to catch it like right next to where its throat and nick an artery. You can see like a blood spray out, and it is still alive, but it is quite hurt, like very very hurt right now, like death's door.
It is still alive. Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. And next up, Cicero. It's your turn, and you can see the harpy that first charmed you is already up in the air and is unreachable to you for now, but the one below you is like close to death.
Okay. Can I do like a jumping, lunging strike at it from on the rock?
Oh, sure. First, make an athletics check for me to see if you are able to jump off this rock properly without breaking your ankles.
Got it. Let me do that.
Yeah, just like it's a load. Yeah, that's 100%. You can make this next attack with advantage as you crash down onto the harpy.
Easy. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna land here and I'm gonna hit him with my sword.
All right.
Shablam.
Roll again. Because advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
Nice.
yeah. All right.
Nice.
How do you kill this harpy?
So I do like 300 style, just jumping off the rock.
Mm-hmm.
And when I come down, I bring my sword down on its neck.
Oh, and you just whoosh, carve through it, and it's with that stab with such a force that you are able to remove its head from its neck, from its body, and it, in a spray of arterial blood, the harpy is dead.
Nice.
What?
Let's go.
Alright.
What?
Let's go.
All right.
First blood.
Yeah, first kill of the session.
Ooh.
All right, and next up, Umbra. You still have a feral griffin right in front of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, remember you are prone. Do you want to stand up?
Oh yeah. So I stand up.
Okay, that will cost half your movement.
Okay, and I'm gonna use a rapier to thrust it at the wings.
All right, make an attack roll.
Uh, wow.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Right.
Roll
Oh,
roll
nice.
damage.
Oh.
Finally.
Oh.
Oh! This is the build up that we've all been waiting for. Oh, the natural ones for that 13 hit on one attack.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. All right, that's 13. Did the damage also roll your oh yeah, it does roll your sneak attack. Okay. Yeah, you stab under its wings and you catch like a bit of bone, and then realizing that you got a tough spot, you thrust in it and your blade sinks in another 3 inches, and you can see like just a bunch of blood just splatters out as you pull the rapier through, and you gather you probably nicked through a heavy vein, and the griffin sort of like stumbles and a bit, and it is also on death's door.
Ah,
That's door.
That's door.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this other harpy, seeing its companion dead, is gonna screech down at all of you, and it is gonna start flapping away, and it is now out of the fight.
oh no.
Oh.
You can't revenge
Megan.
Megan the stallion.
Yeah. And next up, it is the griffin. It is gonna attack you, Umbra.
Yes.
Because you-
Opportunity.
Yeah, because it's right there. It's gonna
Would have known.
attack you with its beak. Does a 17 hit?
Oh yes.
All right.
no.
And you take 9
no.
piercing damage
Oh!
as it
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
again.
no.
Yes.
and it bites right into your neck. Wait, are you still standing?
Yeah, just not standing.
Okay. Wait, how much were you healed by the? Oh, you
6.
you were healed 6 and you took 9 damage, so you go down again.
Yeah, I go down again. Go down.
Yeah, the harpy sinks its beak into your shoulder and lifts you in the air and just shakes you a bit and just throws you back onto the ground, and you are
Oh,
and
come
you
on.
are
Oh.
unconscious again. Oh no, wait,
Oh.
not an X, not an X. I'm so sorry. You're still alive. Okay, that is the symbol. And then
Oh.
with you incapacitated, it's gonna look at Mateo and it's gonna, with his wing, come step over Umbra's body and slash at you with its claws. Oh wait, no, not the harpy. Stat. Okay, it's gonna slash at you with its claws. Oh, that's a 9 to hit. It misses. It swings at you, and you are able to dodge out of the way. And then it lands on, and the back of one of his legs just sort of lands onto Umbra. He's like, ugh. Oh, he's still unconscious.
Ah.
And next up, Mateo, what do you do? The griffin is now on you.
I scream internally.
All right.
Uh, okay, hang on.
The griffin is on death's door, right?
Yes.
Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Griffin's on death's door.
blood is splattering onto Umbra's body right now.
Oh,
Oh,
so
yeah.
sorry, Umbra.
No need to.
Okay, hang on. I am going to shoot it with my crossbow.
Just to know, it is in melee range, so it will be at disadvantage.
Never mind. I'm sorry. I clicked wrong. Please ignore that.
All right.
Okay, hang on. Man, I want to hit this guy so bad.
Do it.
I will. Can I stab it with my dagger?
Yeah, sure.
I have 2 daggers. Can I use them both at the same time?
Oh.
Or is it one at a time?
Yeah. You can use your action to make a dagger attack, and then use your bonus action to make an offhand attack. But that offhand
Okay.
attack does not add your dexterity bonus to the damage.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll stab him the first time first.
All right. Roll attack. Oh, you still roll a 10. You miss, unfortunately. You swing.
Oh.
You do catch it, but you catch it around where the mane of feathers is, around his neck, and the feathers is too thick for your dagger to find purchase, so it doesn't do anything.
And I am weak. I have no muscles.
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh, it's within melee range, right?
Yes.
Can I wait? No, I can't. Okay, well, I'm just gonna stand here and hope I don't die.
All right. Next up is Javon. He is going to turn around, see the griffin. What has happened is like, oh gods, and then he's gonna charge forward, and then he's gonna make 2 stabs against the griffin at advantage. Oh wow, both attack hits.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, that's 10 damage. He goes towards and he just do like quick jabs into the side of its flank, and its back legs give out and stumbles a bit. The griffin, it is on 1 hit point. It is on 1 hit point.
What?
Yeah, 1 hit point right now. It has 11 hit points. Javon did 10, so it's at 1. And next up is Taneas. He's still like, my queen, please! What did I do wrong?
Ah! Oh my god.
And then,
Someone
oh yeah, I need to make a wisdom
kick
save
his-
for him.
Kick him.
Okay, after he goes like, what did I do wrong? And he rolled just enough to break the charm. And he's like, oh. And then he sort of like puts himself back together. And he sort of looks around and pretend and hopes that no one saw that, because he's like the serious one of the two, and that is beneath him. But that's the end of his turn. Next up is Sephi.
Oh, I'm gonna laugh at him later. Oh, wait.
Yes, we will. I will sing a song of his tomfoolery.
Oh god.
And okay, I'm gonna dagger throw again.
All right, make an attack.
Dagger roll.
You draw it and throw it through the air. It spins in slow motion. And
Oh,
Let's go.
don't even need to roll damage. How do you kill the griffin?
Oh my god. Okay, wait. So I throw the dagger, and I throw the dagger with so much force that it's like spinning super, 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 super fast, and then it just kind of becomes kind of like a, what do you call that? Like those um spinning wheels of destruction. I don't remember the name of it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, and then I kind of like it like I throw it with so much force that it becomes one of those, and then it slices his head like half open.
Oh god. So as you see the griffin about to reach down to devour your poor friend Umbra, a flood of energy goes through you, like this inner strength that you didn't even realize. It's as if one of the 5 gods guided your hands, and you just throw that dagger with a force that you didn't even realize you have, with a strength you didn't even realize you have, and it spins through the air almost in slow motion. And it spins through the air. You can almost see like wisps of like strange energy around it, and then it just and then more blood just splatter into an arc again all over Umbra because it's right underneath it.
Oh.
And then the griffin just remains there for a second, and then its head falls onto the ground, and then its body slumps onto the floor, onto the grass, and it is dead.
Oh.
Nice.
You have all survived your first combat encounter.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Umbra is
Yeah, and
still on the ground.
But yes.
yeah, and just for comedy, the griffin's body falls onto Umbra. And now, what do you all do as you all recover from this combat and you see your friend Umbra bleeding out while underneath the body of a headless griffin?
I point and laugh.
Wow!
Wow.
Oh,
Wow, you're counting one. Yes.
nice teammate. I'm gonna take one of the paws of the griffin and keep it as like a trophy.
Alright.
Trophy hunter. Yeah.
So instead of dragging the griffin's body off Umbra, you start hacking at the leg.
Sorry.
Alright.
Totally forgot
Alright.
about Umbra.
Mr. helping this woman.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah, I'll say that it's easy enough with you and Javon to just pull the corpse away. But so do you all do anything to help Umbra, or does he have to make a death save?
I'll
Say
I'll
that. Say
cast Cure Wounds again.
All right, so you expend another spell slot. You reach down and you tap Umbra's chest, and a flood of healing energy flows through him. And roll healing. No worry, I'm not gonna kill you all in the first session. What kind of monster am I?
It happened.
Yeah. Okay. You regain 5 hit points, Umbra, and you are awake again.
Okay.
All right. And so, and then
I am your god.
yeah, and then as you all like sort of all of this is happening, Tanea sort of like pulls himself down from the rock and start walking towards to the front and goes, "We should go before the blood attracts more predators."
Wait, can
wait.
I loot?
You wish to loot a griffin?
Well,
maybe the harpy.
I was
Okay.
thinking the harpy. Yeah.
I mean, there is also a dead human body by the horse.
Yeah,
The body is here for the purposes of this.
Oh.
Okay, I'm a loot the human body.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, let's loot.
Oh my days. You see like a dead I mean
He's here, I
yeah,
guess.
make an investigation check for the person that is attempting to loot the body. And Cicero, since you're attempting to carve the griffin's leg off, make a nature check.
Nature. Oh, not my best.
What is the name of our NPC again? That one that gave our house. Kia.
Oh, Kyra.
Kyra.
Yeah, she's
So-
she's still like lying down on her. This time she's completely lying flat on her back and she's still playing. And the hero succeeded in killing the griffin. The one of them looks like a piñata.
So I gonna interrupt her singing. Say, "Oi!" And ask her about the information. Like, what did the boar eat? Like, can he get distracted by the intestine?
As you see that, she's like, she just sort of like stands up, hefts her backpack over her shoulders, and say, I mean, it's a boar. They're omnivorous. They eat anything, and they've.
Oh, good point.
And in recent months, in recent weeks, it has been feasting on villagers.
Ew.
Yeah.
We could take the dead human as bait. I'm just saying.
Can I cut the
I mean-
intestine of the griffin?
I
A
mean,
mutilated
revenge.
body.
yeah. Just so you know,
Mutilated beyond recognition.
yes. This mutilated rider is in more than one pieces. Like, there is.
Oh,
Makes him easier to carry.
I
I'm
just
just
need the
saying.
intestine.
You gotta butcher him, make him into little meat piles.
I mean, he is already in a meat pile technically.
Oh.
But
I
and
don't know.
yeah, but before we get to that, Mateo with a 14 in investigation, you're like just patting because this guy is relatively well armored, so you gather he's probably a soldier of some kind, and you find like tied to the side by his belt, you find a bloodied pouch. And
Okay.
and then like when you sort of like check underneath his robes, beneath his armor, you find a letter.
Okay. I
Alright.
would like to read it.
Okay, but first you test the pouch inside. It jingles, and you gather there's some coin inside. You don't know how much yet, but you open the letter, and you see over there's like a seal over it. You break through it. You don't recognize the seal itself all that much, but you open it and you pull out, and you see that it is a letter from King Acastus, who is the king of Mithros.
Dear.
Basically one of the capital, basically like one of the biggest settler cities in Thylea. And the letter tasks this guy, who is now dead, with finding the whereabouts of the heroes of prophecy and report back to Mithros.
Oh.
So you get so from
okay.
that. So basically, this guy was tasked with finding out the 4 of yours identity and reporting it back to the king. A task which he cannot do now because in 5 pieces.
Yeah. Okay.
This-
So I tell everyone in the party, I'm like, hey guys, this dead guy has this letter from the king of Mistros, and he's been asked to find out the identity of the heroes and report back to the king. I don't know why, but
Ah.
do what you will with that information.
Is there any like like indicators of like any written descriptions to like make sure that like if
It's from the king.
Yeah. I mean, King Acastus is the king of Mithro, so basically, he tasks this guy to find your identity and report back to him at his city.
so there's no descriptions. Okay.
Yes. So, like, your identities are, as far as you know, unknown to everyone, like the wider world, but Kyra, who, you know, approach you and just says, you must be the heroes of the prophecy. I want to hire you to kill this boar. So,
Oh my.
I would suggest not to tell him now. Let's just do our thing first,
yeah. I mean,
and then you know.
yeah, I mean, even then, Mithros is like
later.
really far away
Like,
from where
yeah.
you are. Like,
We are not going to Mitros right now.
yes, it is like, I estimate maybe a week and a half travel on foot to get to.
Oh dear.
Maybe
Oh,
more.
okay, no
Actually,
thanks.
no, 2 to 3 weeks. I'm just looking at the scale of the map. I'm like, yeah, you're not getting there in like 1 week.
So with
No,
this
thanks.
information, I go to Cicero, pat on his shoulder. At least this guy is with the Megan T what again? T Stallion.
Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion, yes.
He's in peace now.
I know.
Wait.
Okay, so I guess Megan Thee Stallion exists in this fantasy world now. Okay, I'll make a note.
He's probably like a centaur or something,
Yeah.
like an actual centaur.
Yeah.
Megan the Centaur.
Megan T. Megan T. Centaur. Okay, yes. All right,
Bard.
it's canon now.
Epic bard.
Yeah, she's like a centaur bard or something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have a question.
Yes.
Roughly what time is it now in game?
Okay. In game now, I will say it is approaching sunset. You've all traveled quite a
Okay.
distance, and then y'all just had this whole combat.
Ooh.
Okay, long rest.
Yeah.
Long rest. Maybe
Yeah.
we should try and find a place that's a little secluded because like
Yeah.
if this knight was out on like a bounty for our heads, we don't know how many other people are like deployed to try and find us since we're all huddled up. So I think we should try and find like a more private place to set up camp and stuff.
All right. As you said
I
that,
agree.
yeah, and said agreed as well. Come, and then he's gonna start walking off and start looking. Just for the purpose of this, one of you make a survival check to see how well hidden your campsite is.
Sorry. Before that, can I carve off some griffin meat for dinner?
Okay, just for that purpose, with that 17 nature check, I'll say you managed to get the full claw without breaking it, and I'll say you harvest about like enough meat from the griffin to make like 4 rations.
Nice.
Ooh,
Yes.
4?
Nice
Yeah,
food.
so 1 for each of you.
Sick.
Like,
And then our scouts.
yeah, and then the scouts
Starve.
is like, it's okay, we brought our own rations, and then they take out some dried salted meat and they start eating it. Like, you're like, make a survival check first, one of you, before to see the state of your campsite.
Anyone with a high?
We want to stay alive here.
I only got one
We've
plus
got
one.
one that's really, really
I've
damaged.
only got a +1.
Yeah, I got a +3.
I got a +0.
Okay.
Okay.
0 rolls.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh,
Good
Clutch.
enough.
Yes.
Like you're
We are safe.
like Cicero with the help alongside the 2 hunters are able the 2 scouts are able to find like a part where several of these rolling hills sort of like meet and a small indent, and there you're hidden from sight from anyone that is passing through. Even if you build a fire, it shouldn't attract too much attention, because by the time it clears, by the time like the only way people will be able to see you there is if they get like super close onto the rolling hills that you are camped at the base of. And so you all set up your camp there in this small little ground indentation. You all cook up the meat that Cicero carved from the griffin, had a hearty meal, and you all eventually go to sleep. The scouts, seeing how messed up Umbra is, like, we'll take watch. And so you all get your sleep, and all of you get your long rest, so you all get your hit points back and any spell slots and abilities that you've expended.
Cool.
So are we
Nice.
all at like max hit points now?
Yes. Though I will just say for the purposes of comedy, Umbra is like just wrapped up all over.
Hey,
Yeah, your hit points is full, but
Alright,
you
don't
still
worry.
but you still have a lot of bandages all over you.
yeah.
I managed the weapon. I was like, oh, don't worry, we'll take care of you.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And with this new day, I would like one of you to make a survival check in this new next day of the journey to see if you are able to pick up on the trail of the Great Boar.
Anyone would like to
Anybody
give a
else?
try?
Yeah,
Well,
you know
someone
what?
else
You know
got
what?
it
Just
going.
for the sake of this, I'll let Cicero roll for you all since he has the highest survival.
Okay.
Just to go easy on you for a
Bad
bit.
feeling.
Yeah.
Watch out, Boar.
Okay. So
Bleh.
by this point, you are all approaching. You have all cleared the river, and like I would say, around like 4 hours into this new journey, you come across the next portion of the river. At the let me just go back to the map for your visual. So you all like clear after you all killed the harpy and griffin around here, and the next day you all arrive at this river over here, and again you all are able to like get through it relatively easily. Like the water here is a bit more rapid, but you all take your time. Like the scouts will go volunteer to go across first with rope that they hand to one of you and lead to the other side and tie it onto a nearby rock. And so you all using that rope are able to cross the river. And here at this point of the area is where things get a bit more rocky and hilly. And it is here that you begin to see like signs of civilization. You're all getting ever closer to Astoria. So like there are like around this area, because of the fertile land near the river and by the hills and the forest, there's a lot of like farming villages and small hamlets around. And as you all like journey like about 1 hour in, like a couple of hours before sunset, you stumble upon, I would say Cicero, you detect it first. You sniff the air and you smell dried blood. And
Oh,
you
okay. I fell into the group.
yeah, you
Get
follow
their toes.
you follow the scent, and eventually you all clear one ridge, and down by the river you see one small, not even a village, just a hamlet, a fishing hamlet. You can see like there's a dock and maybe a dozen of houses, like a dozen buildings, and most of those buildings are destroyed.
Hmm.
Oh.
And you gather this is probably the result of a great boar attack.
Okay, I tell everyone to draw their weapons, but keep stealthy.
All right, so you approach the hamlet, is it?
Stealthily.
All right, just for the purpose of this, all of you make a stealth check.
With a disadvantage.
I
Uh,
Ugh.
I,
Ouch.
I'm an entertainer.
um, I'm a doctor, damn it, not an engineer. Oh, I'm sorry. Continue rolling. All right. Okay, so with that, I'll say again, Cicero, you're like keep low and stealthy, and then you turn back towards the hamlet and you start walking away. You are the least stealthy among this group as you proceed down the ridge, but thankfully you don't seem to attract any attention. You get close, and as you get closer you begin to smell like a bit of a stench in the air of rot. And you can see like this village, this hamlet is like total, most of it like splinters of wood and plank is scattered all over the place. Houses left with just like maybe a few support pillars left. Like it is as if a boulder just went through this hamlet, roll around and go through it again a few times. And you can see on the ground there are like splattered bits of gore and dried blood, and maybe you see like a leg and a hand where the part where it would have connected to the rest of its limb is like just crushed.
Can anybody figure out how long these this is? How long this has been?
One of you make a survival check.
Maybe someone else do it because I've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
I'll roll.
Go for it.
Roll. Oh.
I'm
You-
an entertainer.
All right, so Mateo, you walk forward, you look around, and goes, "This village is destroyed."
Wow.
Oh shit, Sherlock.
and that's all you got.
You.
I'm just making a note right now for my next composition. That's all.
Wow. Why don't you start describing the scene again then? Thank you.
I will.
You know what, sister? I'll allow you to roll this again. You know, this is what you're good at. Might as well. Natural one again.
No.
Oh, hello.
Sorry, you're asking me to roll. That's
Yeah,
my-
yeah, you can roll again. Because
Okay,
you know,
okay.
this is what your character is good at. So
Okay.
okay,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Oh, that's so much better.
Okay, so
Step aside, Mateo.
yeah, you're like, okay, you go sit over there for a bit. And then you sit down next to where Kyra is sitting down. And she's like, hello. And
I
then,
said hi.
and then you,
This village is destroyed.
yeah. Yes. This is not the first. And unless you kill off this Boar, it will not be the last. And both of you watch as Cicero go up near one of the crushed limb. You crouch down and you just sort of inspect the blood, looking at how coagulated it is, and you gather this is probably like 1 day old.
Ooh.
And also just from the smell. This is like, it's been a while, but it's not that long ago. And I will say, just with that 14 in survival, you look around and you just look at the grounds of the hamlet. You can see imprints. And for a second, you're like, wait. You thought maybe this is just like, you know, footsteps. Then you realize, no. They look like hooves, but much larger than a typical hoof that you would expect from a hamlet like this, like from horses, bigger than a horse's hooves. And you gather you've probably picked up the hoof prints of the great boar.
We're closing in on the beast, guys.
Ooh.
We should double our pace.
All right, so you're gonna, so you're all attempting to follow these tracks.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so
Yes.
oh yes.
I retract my action. May I do perception check on the surrounding to see whether can we salvage anything useful?
All right, make a perception check.
Okay, perception. Go. Yes.
All right, so you look around,
Nice.
like this hamlet is a fishing village. They don't necessarily have a lot of like possessions on them. Like you look around, you can see, like, I'll say it for the purpose of this, you find like 3 rations worth of like fishes that is left over, that is not spoiled by being like thrown onto the ground, like just like in like going through like a couple of the houses. But most of the other stuff are just like, you know, simple like potteries and cutleries, things like that, not worth much. And you gather that probably at some point some group went through here and cleared it of whatever riches, what little there is over here, and left behind things that are not worth much.
Oh, some people have been through
Yes.
this place.
Like this region of the Heartland, there are a lot of like bandits and highwaymen around, so things like this is not uncommon.
Uh,
I will take
Wow.
the ration and share it among our teammates.
All right. Yeah, and that reminds me, the pouch that Mateo you found. I'll say
yeah.
so inside there is 10 gold pieces and 40 silver pieces.
Whoa.
10
Ooh.
gold pieces and 40 silver pieces.
Yes.
Okay, guys, we're gonna feast after this.
Yeah, just make a note of that in your character sheet. And so with
Yep.
Cicero in the lead, you all begin to follow the hoofs, and the hoof print, like the tracks, it's not just hoof print, it's like also occasionally you can see like rocks that have like scratch marks on it that you gather is probably from the tusks of the boar, and occasionally you see droplets of blood. Another leg, like just a hand left behind. You gather probably the boar munched onto the people of the village and just started like heading back to wherever it is, and bits and pieces of flesh just breaks off from the corpses onto the ground. And so you follow this trail of carnage towards the hills that borders the river where the hamlet is, and you head in, and it isn't before long that the grassy plains give way to rocky grounds that also, like, there are like bits of shrubs around. Like among these trees there are, like, in the middle there are like glens and dells that have like trees about, but for the most part it is rocky hills surrounds you on all sides. And as you get closer or rather deeper and deeper into the hill, you can see, like, you notice more and more traces of a large beast about. You see a tree towards your side that is broken, just a jagged tree stump, and the tree is just fallen onto its side. You can see like a pulverized boulder towards another side, more tree stumps and splinters, or just trees where like parts of its bark is just scraped off by something big. And you see more and more of this as you go deeper and deeper into the forest. And then eventually you come towards sort of like this small little hill that is like within a glen of like trees and foliages about. And there's like sort of like a raised portion of the ground in front of you, and you sort of like peek through, and you can see here there is more blood on the ground, dried, leading towards and disappearing into one bend. And as you sort of like just angle yourself, you can see like behind this raised portion of ground with a tree on top of it, you see a gaping hole of a cave that leads into this small little hill within this glen. And on the ground of the mouth of this cave, you can see splatters, remnants of dried blood overlaid on top of each other.
Oh.
And even from this distance, as you get close, you can hear soft, like this very soft sound of like munching and cracking.
Ooh.
Whew. I guess we kind of found our boar.
Yep.
Looks like, can we ask our hunters if this is the creature we're tracking?
I mean, Tanea sort of look around. I mean, we haven't seen this beast yet, but all evidence seems to point to it. So what do you wish to do?
Can we
We
smoke
could-
it out?
Like maybe lay some traps.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We flush it out,
Yeah.
and then we can lay some traps around it.
Alright, so allow me to give you a visual of what it looks like. So, wait, let me drag you all to the new map. Okay, so
Right.
yeah, so here you are
Ugh.
you are all currently to the bottom left corner.
Oh.
And this a place where there's blood splatter is where the cave is. So I drag you all here to basically like just tell me what trap do you want to set and where do you want to set it.
Ah, okay. Mm.
Of course, the closer to the cave you set the trap, the higher the DC will be to set it without, drawing the attention of the boar. But there are a couple of choices areas that you can set.
Is
Right.
there any dry leaf that I can burn to smoke it out?
I mean, there's like this glen has a lot of like trees and foliage, so I gather it'll be easy enough for you to find like a couple of like branches and twigs and dried leaves.
Yeah, okay. So is it okay if I put it here? I leave the rest for the trap.
Oh, so you want to put the pile of dry leaves and twigs right at the
Yeah.
mouth of the cave?
Yeah, so it can it can make the smoke directly go in, so it can smoke out easier.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I mean, you can certainly try, but this will require a stealth check because you are all down here. You can hear the sound of munching coming from the cave. You gather this is probably not a deep cave.
Ooh.
Yeah, so the chances of being spotted as you go up to the mouth of the cave is quite high, but you never know. It'll depend on a stealth check.
I'm thinking like, is it possible if we set like a barricade here so that it won't run at us, and then we try to lure it this way instead?
Oh, okay. So you wish to build a barricade here.
Suggestion to the team.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So
we
we
could
would have
probably
to.
just like stand, I don't know, around.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna be on like elevated ground. Like
there are elevated grounds around you that you can take. I have the high ground, and I'm sorry, but yes, there are like several areas that you can get the high grounds with.
Is this is this something that you can run up on?
Yeah, those areas. Yeah, that is like a sort of like a slope up towards this little ledge that is in front of the cave.
How high up is this ledge? Like it's enough to be a wall, is it, or it's
Yeah.
something that you can easily jump over?
I mean, for you all, it is really high. It's about like 10 feet, but you do not know how big this boar is.
I see. I like the plan. Maybe we switch it so that the barricade is here and the trap is here instead, just to block off the ramp, just so that it doesn't have access to this ramp here.
But then essentially the whole section on the left, we can't really get there, right? Because there's this slope up as well. He can just run up and be like, "Wee!"
True. I think it's the same here as well.
Yeah, there are like
Yeah.
there are like multiple points of entries throughout.
We could do a pitfall trap before any of these slopes.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the plan?
How do I erase everything?
You can just like go. Yeah, I'll do it for you. There you go.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so you can just draw like what type of traps you want to build where, and then I'll tell you what you need to do it.
Mateo, you lead.
But so are we doing a pitfall on the right side?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't mind either way.
Okay, we'll put a pitfall here. Like in the narrowest section.
All right.
And then we'll do like a barricade here.
All right. Okay, so and are these the only two things that you're all gonna set up?
Wait, I have one more suggestion. Around here, Nick,
Yes.
how high the distance is from the ground
Okay.
to the platform?
All right. So here, this will be quite high up. This will be like I will say maybe about 20 to 25 feet from the lowest portion of the ground, like from this ledge over here to here is about like 20 to 25 feet.
So may I put down my rope, tied up to something just as emergency exit, just in case we have unforeseen situation, so we can climb the rope and go up.
Oh yeah, sure. This will be easy enough for you to do. So, you all can just drag your tokens in as well, and then place yourselves to where you want to be placed for the final confrontation. Well, not necessarily the final confrontation yet, because depending on what you roll for the trap, you might alert the boar. So,
Yeah. So
How high is this area?
which area?
This area here and this side.
Okay. So these areas here are about like 10 feet. This one over here in the middle is about 15 feet. Okay. Okay. And just so so a barricade and a pitfall, right?
Just so we clear the pitfall, also I want to put some stakes at the bottom so that it like impales it if it falls into the trap.
All right. Okay, but for just for a purpose, Umbra, you tie the rope and drop it down. Easy enough. You don't need to make a check for it. Now, for the spiked barricade and the spiked pitfall, the barricade you can set it up with a successful survival check with a DC of 12. The pitfall is the one that will be a bit harder because you gotta dig it, like a hole big enough for a boar to fall through. So this one will be a DC 20.
Even with the tool, the special tool that we bought.
Oh yes, you have the tool. So I will say that the tool will knock 2 off it. So for the barricade, it will be 10. For the pitfall, it will be 18. But you are all working together to build these barricades, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So it will be at advantage.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so basically, pick one person to lead the barricade building and one person to lead the pitfall building, and they will roll at advantage.
Ooh.
What's the skill again? Survival?
Yeah,
is it?
survival.
Boy.
That's Cicero's thing again.
I got a +0, but you guys want to take the chance with a +0?
Yeah, I mean a +0 on a 10, a DC 10 for the barricade at advantage. Quite high, above like 70% chance, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how probability works. I don't know.
I can do. I can roll for. It's at advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, I can roll for the barricade. I think.
All right.
DC. I just have to roll survival, right?
Yeah, 2 times. Take the highest.
Okay, advantage. Okay, for the barricade.
Yes.
Oh, slay.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, easy.
All right. Now someone roll for the spike pit.
Hold on. Is it the
Just remember, one of you's a bard. You can give bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can I give bardic inspiration for whoever's rolling for the pit?
All right, and I'm guessing the pit is for Cicero.
Yeah.
Does Cicero
do
want to
that.
roll it? Okay, it's for Cicero then.
Okay, so it's a D6, right now, your bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay, so Cicero, you can roll your survival check at advantage, and you get to add a D6 to it.
Advantage. Roll. All right.
Oh, don't even need
Oh,
the.
don't even need it.
Oh,
Okay, so
I just
Nice.
sweat glistening off my back, and I just
yeah. So all of you begin to like spread out and begin to gather materials from the glen around you, and as like this area is like just that you're in is just like miles of like mountainous hills. So like most of these materials, like just even rocks that you can build onto the barricades, they're about. And as you sort of like gather the materials, like a gentle fog begin to sort of like roll down from the hills above and sort of like lingers along the lowlands where you are, but they don't really disturb you that much yet. And you all proceeded to build your barricades towards on the left side. So yeah, you are able to construct it easy enough. I would say that with the roll that you make, you are also able to make it into a spiked barricade, so that if anyone were to run into the barricade, they will take damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. So and the barricade is finished the fastest out of all of you. The pitfall is the one that will take the longest, as all of you have to like start digging it. And Umbra, from where you are, you're like just constantly looking out, and from where you are, you can literally smell the stench of death that is coming from the cave, and the sounds from it is like as like the whatever creature that is inside continues to consume whatever poor carcass that it has made a prey out of. Probably more of those villagers from that hamlet you stumble upon.
R.I.P. them.
Yeah, but eventually you are able to dig up the pitfall. You all of you together sharpen a bunch of stakes and you stab it into the bottom. You all climb up and sort of put like some large leaves and branches over it in order to disguise it, and you gather like it looked relatively hidden.
Relatively.
Yeah, and so you have all set up your traps. What do you all do now?
Oh, we need to position ourselves, right?
Yes.
Where
Yeah.
are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you have to position yourself. I'll just for the purpose of this, I'll say Kyra is like at the back here. Like she's
just chilling.
Yeah, she's just
Where is
chilling.
she?
Yeah, I would say
Where
that.
is she?
Yeah, I'll say that like she's here.
Maybe the archers can be on like a high vantage point somewhere, like
E-
here or here.
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, that's where they're gonna be.
Okay.
Yeah, so Taneus is gonna come here, and then Javon is going to be over here on the left side.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm gonna be.
Yeah, so this is Javon.
I am. I'm a melee person. Maybe I'll be like over here, perhaps.
Hmm. I think I might. Someone needs to lure the creature into the trap, so I might like put myself in the den.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, because he needs bait, right? He needs
Yes.
some kind of bait.
Oh,
Yeah.
tight.
We didn't pick out the corpses, the meat means from the one that we when we fought the griffin.
Oh wait, if you're gonna be here, then maybe I should be like behind the trap here, just in case it like. Wait.
Oh yeah.
If it like
Okay.
falls into the pitfall and then it tries to get out, I can just kind of like push it with my sword, just go like, get in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
be over here, but I'm gonna be like trying to hide. Wait, I don't know where I can hide. So this is like a wall of such, right? This area.
Yeah, it's basically like just a small little sloping path that leads up to the ledge over here. But yeah, if you stand like here, like just one more to the left, yeah, you will be hidden from view.
Yeah, I'll be standing here and I'll just be peeking just in case the board if the board doesn't like go in the trap. Yeah.
All right.
I want to be
Okay.
close enough to you guys to cast heals, but so somewhere in the middle. But Umbra is
Yeah.
really far away though.
Yeah.
Umbra should be safe, right?
I mean, theoretically, if he walks one step forward, he will be very close to all of you. Because he would have fallen 25 feet down. And then...
Yeah, I was like, fall off?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
What time of day is it now?
by this point, I would say it's getting closer to sunset.
Oh,
Okay.
so late.
Yes.
Then
And-
we should.
And just so you know, if you all engage this boar, and you are someone who do not have dark vision, it's gonna get a bit tricky if you wait any longer.
I have dark vision.
Okay.
Vision? Yes, I do have.
I okay, you know what? I'm gonna just stand like here, and hopefully I can get to Cicero in time.
All right.
Maybe.
So we
So-
we have a plan. We're gonna lure it to the trap, and then once it falls in, we'll just start bum rushing it,
All right. So,
prison fight.
okay. So, are you all at the location where you want to be?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Cicero, how do you lure the boar out?
Have you guys watched the movie Predator?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm gonna
Ah!
shout into it. Put like draw some, use the mud from the ground and draw it on my face like battle war paint,
All right.
and I shout and I bang my shield. God.
All right.
Whoa.
For the purposes of this, I would like all of you to make a perception check for me.
Perception.
Yes.
Perception check.
Yes, all of you.
Excuse me,
Oh,
COVID.
Oh God.
Sephi.
Perception.
I had to roll bad at once.
It's okay. You're hiding behind the thing, so you can't see. It's not your fault.
Oh yeah.
All right. So this is what happens. You let out the shout, and it echoes throughout the glen. Oh, and then it stops, and then you can hear the sound from inside the cave stops,
Ooh.
and you wait, and you wait. You all wait, and there's nothing.
Wait, what?
There's nothing. Oh dear.
Should we smoke it out?
Maybe it's waiting for us to get closer to try and attack. I don't know.
Mm,
I don't think we should go in.
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe try again.
I have a torch. I can like go closer to the hole, I guess.
You know what?
Oh,
I
it didn't.
have minor illusion. I
Okay.
could cast like
But how
a,
far?
s- a sound like outside the door, and then maybe it would come like it could be a sound of like a crying person. Since it seems
Yeah.
to like villagers.
Boom, 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 boom. You all hear just loud sound, and then followed by and then something, and then you see as a, oh god, wrong layer. Oh god, okay, as a large boar just charge its way out of the cave. Charge out, but instead of going for you, Cicero, it angles itself towards here, and Javon, who has been at the side, not noticing what's going on, the creature just, and you see like this creature is massive. It's like just from its hooves to the highest part of its haunches, it is about like 10 feet.
Oh crap.
Oh,
And then its body, actually this is a bit too small, wait, let me drag it. Yeah, it is like roughly about this big.
Oh.
And then
Okay,
it charged forward, and then it just gets right up, and just before Javon could even react, he's like, what the? It just arches it and just and slams into him with the side of his tusk, and his body is crushed onto the wall.
Oh no.
And then he falls onto the ground.
David.
What?
And then boom, boom, and then it's gonna turn around and look at you, Cicero.
Yeah, I banged my sword against my shield. Ding, ding.
You still have bardic inspiration, right?
Yes, and
Does it count?
I'm gonna need all of you to roll initiative.
Ah.
Remember to click on your token for it.
Oh crap! I
Oh,
forgot to.
I forgot. Oh, did I? Oh, I did. Okay, I did. Ooh. Oh no, am I gonna start rolling slow for this?
I am. Wait. Oh, I rolled. I accidentally rolled 2.
Okay, I'm sure it'll
Which
be
one do you
fine.
want to take?
Now, which is the first one that you rolled?
10.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you the 10.
Okay.
Okay, let me just adjust it. I mean, that is the first one you roll anyway, so it's only fair. All right. So first up, Cicero, what do you do? This board is like towards you, and you gather. Oh wait, you all rolled the perception check earlier, right? Wait, let me go up and check. Okay, so Mateo rolled 7. 10, 3, 4. Oh, that means all of you except for Mateo are surprised, meaning you cannot act
No.
until your next round. So Cicero, you like that loud squeal that the boar let out shocked you as it just charged through and just slammed Java into the ground. You are for a split instant taken by surprise, and you could not act during this first round. For those of you except for Mateo, what do you do? It's your turn.
Oh, this is so bad. I am going to. Wait, can I cast it? Hold on.
Oh wait, give me. Are you within 40 feet of the boar?
Me?
Yes.
I am.
Okay, you're not.
I'm
Okay.
hella far.
Okay, you're fine then.
Okay. Okay. What does that mean?
I mean, you'll know when you come within 40 feet. I mean, I guess Cicero and
I
Mateo will
will
find out soon.
not.
Oh,
Okay. Can I cast cantrip the minor illusion?
Okay, what do you do with it?
I want to make a really loud sound coming from like. Coming from like here.
All right, what kind of sound are you gonna make with it?
Harpy singing a song.
Okay, make a deception check with. Yeah, just make a deception check. Okay. All right, you make that. You create the sound of the harpy scree singing, and the boar for a second, its gaze look up past this ridge right at you, and you can see like its yellow eyes and its pupil and iris, and you can see intelligence in it beyond any mere animal. It knows what you're trying to do.
I'm screwed. That's fine.
All right. Next up, do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to move?
I think I'll stay where I am for now.
All right. Next up is Sephi, but you are also surprised, so now it's the boar's turn. Okay, so it's gonna look at you, Cicero, and it's gonna and then it's just and then it's gonna charge forward, and it's gonna whack you with its tusk.
Yep, go for it.
And okay, that is a 20 to hit.
Oh, it hits.
You take 12 bludgeoning damage.
That's all of it.
Are
That's
you
all of it.
alive?
No.
oh.
I use my wait, do I have second wind?
I mean, you can only use second wind on your bonus action.
Oh, right. Not second wind, sorry. Do I have what's the other one that dropped down to one health?
You're a half orc, right?
No. I'm human.
Oh, you don't have it then. Only half orc have relentless endurance.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down.
Yeah, you see the boar just and charge forward and stab into Mateo with its tusk and lift him into the air and fling him over his shoulder, and he crashes here. But because it is charging, it falls into the pit trap. Like, it couldn't stop in time. Like, it knocks him aside and continue forward before it could stop, and his hooves step onto the branches and the false leaves, and it just and his entire front part of the body falls right into the pit, and it takes and it takes 13 points of piercing damage as all of the spikes inside this pitfall stabs into it. And it seems to be wedged in it for now. And that is the end of his turn. Next is Tenaeus, who is also surprised by the boar, so it cannot act now. It is Cicero, you need to make a death save.
Okay. Death save. How do I do a death save?
Yeah, once you reduce your hit points to 0 in D&D Beyond, the death save menu should come up.
Okay, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so roll a death save. You need to roll 10 or higher to succeed.
Death save.
Okay, so you succeed on 1. Next up is Umbra. What do? You see this boar just wreck the absolute shit out of Cicero and fall into the pit and impale itself. It is currently wedged for now.
I don't have any equipment. Wait, you got no heal. Oh, I got potion of healing.
Yeah, but you will need to be there to shove it into his mouth because he is unconscious.
For now, the boar is still wedged in, right?
Yeah, so all attacks against the boar right now will have advantage. While it is still caught inside this pitfall.
It's 20 feet. So I use 10 feet of my action to climb down,
All right.
which is around here. And then I use my short bow
Mm-hmm.
to shot at it. Oh, nice.
Okay, roll again because it's advantage. See if you crit.
Nope.
Okay.
9.
All right, so you do 12 points. Okay, that's quite a sizable chunk. You fire the arrow and you are able to stab into like a softer part of its body, and you hear the boar again. And it's like just struggling and again you can hear some of the spikes inside the pitfall beginning to break as it's attempting to force its way out. Mateo, you're up. What do? You basically see from your angle, you can see just the top part of the boar, and from that distance just now you can see its head, but as it charged, all you see is just the slope of its haunches and then just Cicero's body over his back and then fall out of view again.
Okay. Okay. Okay, you guys try not to die. I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
From your position, you cannot see the boar. You'll have to step
Oh, I can't see
closer.
now, I have
Yeah,
to move.
yeah, you have to step closer towards the ledge.
How much is this? That's hella close. I do not like this. Well, okay, I'll move.
All right,
I'll move here.
and cast
then-
Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait. Read Tasha's Hideous Laughter because I feel like, does it specify that you can cast it on beasts?
It says creature of your choice.
Creature. Okay. All right. So it's
Which
a
means everything?
yeah. Okay. So is it a Wisdom save?
Yes, it's a wisdom save.
Alright.
So yeah. So I
Okay.
cast it.
All right. So what do you say to the boar to make it laugh? I mean, it failed because it rolled a 19, so it succeeded, so it doesn't work. So the joke is not good enough to affect the boar.
Wait. Okay. So what do I say?
Yeah, it's up to you. Like, you don't have to. I just like, my players to RP out for this kind of stuff because it's funny.
I just say
Do it
like
not, joke.
your butt is cute.
Okay, yeah, it continues thrashing around and kicking. It's too embroiled in its bloodlust to do anything other than attempting to free itself. Next up, it is Sephi. What do? You peek your head up from where you're hiding and you can just see like the boar just thrashing over there. Like just
Oh wait, I'm supposed to be a soldier. I'm not supposed to be scared. Right.
Get in there.
Okay. What can I do from here? Oh my god.
Oh god, I forgot to tell you. I would like Mateo, Umbra, and Sephi. Just make me a wisdom saving throws. I forgot you all need to be making this because you're all within 40 feet of the boar.
Oh, okay.
Was
Wisdom?
I was not.
Wisdom
Yeah.
saving throws?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, does Mateo need to take it because he was like
Yeah, but you walk forward to.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, fair.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. I'll say what happens later.
Oh,
Okay.
this is bad.
Yes. Okay. So what do you do right now, Sephi, with your turn?
It says yes.
Yeah, you take your turn first. Those roll is for what the boar will do once its turn come, which is after Sephi. So, yeah.
Goodness. Okay. What can I do? What can I do?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm in a
Let's go for it. YOLO.
what?
Just YOLO.
YOLO.
Just YOLO?
Yes, you only live once.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of don't want to be in front of it, but Wait, how do you do? I've been trying to figure this out the entire time. How do you do that like distance thing?
Distance.
Like
The
There's,
the
I
ruler.
think there's
Yeah.
like a ruler icon on your top left.
uh-huh.
So you just click it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm
Yes.
trying to figure that out for so long. Oh dear goodness. Okay. Ugh. Right. Okay. Do I try and shove? Oh, okay. Maybe I can try shoving the board down.
I mean, you can try.
I feel like I'm going to get seriously hurt, but I'm just gonna do it. So, um, I can move. I have to move like right in front of the bar, right?
Yeah, if you
Like,
want to shove it, you want to shove it deeper into the pit, is it?
kind of.
Okay, yeah, you'll have to get right in front of it.
Oh, so I'll have to move.
Oh, I just don't know if you want to see the ruler as you drag your token. Just click on your token and you drag it. You press Q, and the ruler will appear.
That.
Yeah, and then when you press Q again, it'll set a checkpoint, a waypoint, so that you can move in zigzags and still know how many feet you've traveled.
You.
I mean, you don't really have to do an actual zigzag, but you can if you want. Just fancy feet towards the boar.
It's okay. I'm gonna move. Dun, 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 here.
All right, and what do you do?
And I am going to try and use my short sword to stab and shove him back into the hole. Be like, be gone, get in,
All right.
get in.
All right. You just like just stab it. Make an attack roll with advantage because it is still trapped in the hole.
Attack roll.
Yes.
Okay. Wait. Attack roll. Which one do I roll again?
Just click on your short sword in your character sheet.
Yeah.
Roll again because you have advantage. I will not make you
Please
stab
be
your own
higher, please
eyeball
be
out.
higher.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits. Roll damage.
Oh my god, that scared me.
Okay, 5 points. Okay, yeah, you stab into it, and you did some damage, but you feel like that little pin, like a sort of like toothpick stab, enraged it more than anything.
Get in!
And next up, it is the boar's turn. It is.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll a strength check to see if it breaks free.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Oh.
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 It rips itself out from the pit. And I'll just say for the purposes of this, I'll just like move this pit to the map layer. And like it has ripped its way out and its hooves catches onto the side and it is glaring at you, Sephi. But instead of doing anything to you, you hear it go. And you can almost all of you that just rolled me the wisdom save, you all succeed, but you can almost feel like this aura that emanates from the boar, and when it strikes you, Mateo, because you roll a 6 so you fail, you feel a pressure built into your mind, and everything sort of like just swims before your vision. And you are afflicted with something. You are afflicted by the boar's chaos presence, but you don't know what it'll do to you yet until it is your turn.
Guys, I don't think I should cast spells or I might hit you.
Yes. And then but the boar will stay there for now. Next up is Taneas. He's going to see the crushed body of his friend. And then he's gonna draw his arrow and he's gonna fire twice at the boar and misses on the first one but hits on the second one and does 8 damage. Okay, not bad. Okay, and the arrow just finds its way into its hind quarter. It stumbles a bit. You can see that it is starting to show some wear and tear, but it is still standing. And he's gonna stay there. And next up, Cicero, make another death save.
Come on, Cicero.
Oh god, the
One, you can do it.
the warrior, the frontliner who went down
no.
first.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Oh.
this is a good time for me to explain to you what natural ones and natural 20s do on death saves. So like I said, every time you roll 10 or higher, you succeed. 9 or lower, you fail, right? If you roll a natural 20 on your death save, you regain 1 hit point and go back to consciousness. If you roll a natural 1, you fail 2 death saves.
Ouch.
Shit.
Oh.
So now, yeah, Cicero is at 2 failed death saves. So if he fails one more, he dies permanently.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
And then I can see the light. I can see the light, guys.
Yeah.
no, you will see the stallion. It's too much early.
No, I'm sorry. It's not. It's Megan Thee Centaur, not Megan Thee Stallion.
Centaur already.
Okay.
Not stallion.
All right. So, okay, just for the purposes of visuals, Umbra, you can see Cicero's body starts to like convulse a bit as he sort of like goes into a cardiac arrest, as he sort of like starts hemorrhaging blood that pours out from his mouth, and you know that he is very close to death.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And next up is Umbra.
So I will move myself close to Cicero.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no. And then I'm gonna use my potion of healing on Cicero.
And force feed him.
yes, force feed him. and then shout.
Shove it.
Megan the stallion. What is it again?
Megan Thee Centaur.
It's too early for you to meet the Megan D Centaur.
And you shout. Okay, so this just so that this will cost your action.
Oh, this will cost action.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Still worth it.
Okay, so roll your potion of healing.
Okay, where
Is
should I roll?
2d4 plus 2. You should see. Do you see the potion of healing in your inventory?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I think you click on it. You should be able to roll. Oh.
Yeah, 5.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, 5 is good enough. You shove it into it, and Cicero, like you are viciously ripped away from the light you've been driving towards, and then your eyes open, and you are now awake with 5 hit points.
Oh bless.
Oh wow.
And you can see Umbra holding an empty glass vial against your lips.
Whoa.
Thank you, Umbra.
Alright, and with that, Cicero's life has been saved. Next up is Mateo. You feel a presence inside your head. Everything swims around. I need you to make a D10 for me. Just roll a D10.
Let's roll a d10.
Yeah, so just in the Roll20 chat bar, /R space 1D10. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Mateo. Okay, I don't. Okay. Okay, so for a second, Mateo, where you're standing at, you look down at Sephi, the closest thing towards you, and your eyes just flash red. And for a second, you draw your dagger and you want to attack Sephi.
Ah.
But because they are out of range from you, you instead do nothing. So you just stand there,
Okay.
and your turn ends.
Okay.
Standing there with a dagger, and there was just like a
Yeah.
dagger. And
Or whatever weapon that you would usually use.
yeah.
The dagger's about right.
Yeah. But yes, like just this overwhelming urge to just stab the
Stab.
nearest creature, and Sephi just happened to be there. But thankfully, you are 5 feet away and there's a ledge separating both of you. So you do not attempt to stab at your ally. But now, Sephi, it is your turn. The boar is free. It is glaring at you. Its snout and tusks slick with blood, and it's just glaring.
Wow, you're quite the charmer. Okay, so what can I do? Right.
Run. Dun, 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 dun.
Run, run, run.
I can. Oh, I can. Can I move? I can move.
If you can move, but you will incur an opportunity attack from the boar.
Or you can do a disengage, I think.
Yeah.
That will cost you your action.
Yes, you can action disengage and then move away without incurring an opportunity attack.
Oh. Can I do that?
I mean, you can.
Wait, so what happens when I do that?
Yeah, you just lose your action, so you cannot take your action.
Oh.
Yeah, like you can run away.
Um. Gosh.
Is this a ramp, DM?
It is. You can use this to climb up, but it will require acrobatics or
Oh, I
athletics
want to
check.
climb it up. I want to climb up it.
Okay, so you're gonna disengage with your action and climb up.
Yes.
All right, so you disengage, like you instantly dart towards that ledge. I need you to make an acrobatics or athletics check.
Acrobatics. Let's go. Don't fail me now.
Do a backflip.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Yay.
fantastic!
you
The
can-
adrenaline is real.
yeah. Okay, so just you can move up that ledge.
Okay,
So
I
you can see,
move.
yeah, the boar just like as you sees you running, it just and it sort of like slam, try to gore you with its tusk, and it slams against the wall here and shakes this entire ridge. And Mateo like, whoa! But then
Whoa.
you are fine.
I
And
acrobated all the way up there.
yep.
Can't get me.
All right. Oh, and I forget, Mateo. At the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom save to see if you
Okay.
shake off this confusion affliction on you.
Okay. Sorry, do I make that save?
Yeah, you're
now?
supposed. You should have made it at the end of your last turn, but I forgot to tell you to do
Oh.
it.
So do I?
Yeah, just do it now.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you shake it off. Like for a second, like that bloodlust that just go over you. Like as soon as it came, it fades, and you're like looking out at your dagger, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah. And now it is the boar's turn. It's gonna look at you. You're standing up here, right? It is going to, with its large body, just clamber over. Like it doesn't even need to make an acrobatics because it is big enough to
Oh.
just go up over here, and it's gonna and just gore you with its tusk. But thankfully, because it from its angle, it doesn't charge like what it did to Cicero, because Cicero actually took like 20 over to 30 damage from that because it was charging. But now this is just a normal test attack. Does an 11 hit you?
Wait. This is according to what?
Armor class.
Armor class. No.
Okay, it's trying to sweep against you. You just duck backwards like, "Ah!" And it just swings wide. But the boar is like fixed on you right now.
No.
Taneus is gonna fire another 2 arrows at the boar. Okay, 1 hit, 1 misses. Okay, another arrow finds its way onto the side of its neck, and it flinches a bit, but its gaze is fixed on you, Sephi. Okay, and next up, Cicero. You are lying on the ground covered in blood. Everything hurts, but you are alive again.
Okay. I'm gonna use my movement speed to come over to the barricade here, the spike barricade,
Alright.
and I'm gonna call it again to come to me.
Alright, I'll make an intimidation check.
Intimidation.
And I'm gonna roll a wisdom saving throw for the boar to see if it resisted. It rolled a 10, so you gotta roll your intimidation higher than a 10.
Oh no.
Okay, so you attempt to do the shout in order to get it, but as you shout, you and then more blood pours from your mouth, and you sort of like choke on your blood a bit. But but I'll say that does not cost you your action. You still have your action to do something if you wish.
Okay, then I'm gonna roll. What is it? Second wind.
A second wind is a
And-
bonus action, so
That's a bonus action.
yeah, so you still have your action. Yeah, but
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
what can I do? What
yeah,
can I do?
but roll your second win first just to see how much hit points you get back.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh, okay, not bad. You regain 11 hit points, so yeah, I think you're back to full, right?
11 plus. Yep, I'm back to full.
All right, good.
Okay.
Another punching bag. I mean, I'm sorry, what?
He's alive.
I'm going to. What can I do? I can move up. No, I cannot move up to it. I don't have enough.
Yeah. And also, it took you like 50. It cost you half to stand up as well from prone, and then you move 15
Yeah.
feet to the barricade, so you have no more movement. Unless
Am I
you,
ready and-
yeah, unless you, oh, you want to ready an action. All right, what do you want to do with it?
I want to ready an action to dodge if it comes after me, like jump out of the way.
All right. So you sort of like get into a low stance, like ready to kick off if anything happens. And next
Yeah,
up,
like a matador.
all right. Next up, Umbra, what do? You can see the board is attempting to impale your ally up on the ledge.
Distance to farm. So I'm just gonna use the short bow again.
All right.
Strike it.
Okay.
Wait, what is B? Oh, E5.
Oh wow, natural 20. Okay, roll damage.
Nice.
Let's go.
Nice.
Ooh.
So I plan to shoot it into his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Left side, yeah. So
All right.
so it hit right.
Okay, you know what? How do you kill this beast?
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, so it pierced through his left eyes, and then since the arrow is too powerful, and then it pierced through another one.
Through both of his eyes.
Yes.
All right, so you fire the arrow, it whistles through the air, and it impales through its eye, and his body begins to slump to the ground, and then it gets back up.
What?
It remains alive, but now it turns its gaze, and you know that arrow should have killed it. That arrow is through its eye, impaled through its brain, but it did not pierce out through his other eye because it moved at the last second as it was dying, and then come back to life seemingly, and its gaze is now on you.
Oh, wait, I still have my
Oh.
bonus action.
All right.
I'll use my bonus action, the Misty Step.
Okay. All right. Where do you Misty step to?
Okay, so I'm gonna move it back to here. Wait, no, around here.
Okay. I was like, whoa, right in front of the board that just turned its gaze towards you. All right. All right. So
I'm gonna
you.
stay safe.
All right. Just so you know, this is the same level as where Sephi is, and the board is like onto the ledge right in front of her. Alright.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah, on them. Yeah, so you are technically a bit closer, but at least in that position, it cannot charge at you.
Okay.
Okay, but yes, all right. So, but yes, you all see you know that arrow that Umbra fired should have killed this boar, but it just did not die.
Ugh.
You don't know why, but then it is like angry right now, just glaring, like just letting out a screech. And next up, Mateo, what do you do?
Okay, I'm back to business, right?
Yes.
Ooh.
I would like to cast my cantrip again, the minor illusion.
All right, what are you attempting to do with it?
I would like to make a sound.
You know what?
Hold on.
Actually, I will say that by this point, just from the way the boar is behaving, you gather that the minor illusion will probably not get his attention. It is too filled with anger to fall for it. Just so you don't waste your action, Asa.
Yeah, sure. In which case, okay, can I cast Vicious Mockery?
All right, you insult the boar, and it makes a wisdom save. Is it?
Yes, it's a wisdom saving throw.
All right, it rolled a 19.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, your butt is ugly again. You shout to the boar, but it's like, oh, this is. You gather that the boar is seeing red right now. It's not even registering what you said to it.
Okay. Can I cast my bonus action?
You can only cast bonus action. Vicious Mockery is a cantrip, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can
cantrip.
bonus action cast a spell. So if you have any spell that requires a bonus action, you can cast it.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah, so basically you have an action and a bonus action.
Yep.
You use your action to cast a cantrip, Vicious Mockery.
Yep.
You can still cast another spell, but that spell must be a bonus action spell. So if you look at your
Right,
spell,
right.
yeah, I think at your attack list you should be able to toggle action, bonus action, reaction. Yeah, you just click on bonus action,
yeah.
see if you have any spells there that is bonus action or not.
Yeah, I have bardic inspiration still.
All right. Who do you give the bardic inspiration to then?
I think Zephy could use a little bit of.
All right. So Zephy, yeah,
What's going on?
yeah, you get a bardic inspiration.
Oh yay!
All right. And do you stay where you are? Or do you want to move?
I'll stay here.
All right. Next up, Zephy, what do you do? A feral boar that should have been dead but is not dead is glaring at you with like viscous gore trickling out from its left eye socket where an arrow is embedded into its brain and is still glaring and is like just angrily snarling at you.
Wow, quite the image. Okay, so the boar just didn't die. So what am I gonna do? Am I gonna try and kill him again?
You can try.
I can try and kill him again. Try to stab him in the other eye.
All right, make an attack to see if you manage to get it in the eye.
Okay, wait. Do I use my short sword or my dagger?
Well, a short sword does do more damage.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try with my short sword. Okay.
All right.
Blang.
Okay, 11 unfortunately doesn't hit. You try to stab at it, but then it swings its tusk and you almost lose your grip on the sword, but you manage to just clutch onto it and maintain the grip.
Oh dear goodness.
Okay, and next up, it is the boar's turn. It is going to glare at you, Sephi. And try to gore you with its tusk. Does I'm guessing a 24 hits. Okay. You take 11 bludgeoning damage as it slams into you and lifts you up into the air.
Oh.
Are you still alive?
Yay.
Oh. Wait, it's the no.
Oh, so you're at 0 hit points right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the boar stabs into you with its tusk, and then you sort of like is flung up into the air like a rag doll, and you fall onto the ground in front of it, and you are now unconscious.
Oh man.
Okay, next up is Taneus. He's gonna fire another 2 arrows at it. Like he's just like staring at it, like wondering what the fuck is going on. He fires and stabs into it, and again you can see the boar like falters a bit, but it just refuses to die. And I will say, Mateo, since you're the close, and Umbra, since both of you are the closest, both of you can make me a survival check for me to see if you understand what's going on with this boar. Like, why isn't it dying? Okay, Umbra, you're just like, what the fuck? This boar, why won't it die? You're freaking out over there. But Mateo, you're just watching the boar, like, again, after Taneus fire an arrow, and you see the way it stumbles, and you gather that this boar is keeping itself alive through sheer spite. And that whatever attack that is against it, it is not high enough to deliver the final blow. So, from a mechanical standpoint, you all need to do in one attack enough damage to kill it off instantly, but all of the attack is taken since the arrow through its eye is high enough to kill it off so far.
Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to do a high enough damage.
Yeah, on one attack against it to beat the threshold to kill it off without allowing it to endure.
Okay.
Yeah, and with that, I'm guessing, Mateo, you shout this out to everyone else.
I do.
All right. So, Cicero, you hear Mateo inform what I just said.
Okay. Can I? How hard is it to climb up this ridge here?
I mean, this ridge is 10 feet, so you'll need to make an athletics check. But again, it will cost you movements to go up the wall.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna. Let's see, what can I do? 5, 10, 25.
Yeah.
The hole is no longer a hole, right? I can just step over it now.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah. If you stand here, you will not fall into the pit. Like it's still there, but this area, like for the purposes of this, like it is the hole, so you should not step into there.
Okay.
Yeah. So like if
I'm
you
just
get
gonna go-
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna discard my shield, so lose some AC,
Mm-hmm.
and swing my longsword with both hands.
Okay, and because never mind. Zephy is unconscious, so it's not flanking. Okay, so yeah, just make a straight roll.
Yep. Let's see, a longsword.
Yeah. Okay, that hits roll damage.
Great.
Ooh.
You can do it.
For
Come on. You can
2
do it.
hands,
Nat
right?
20.
Yes. You carve into its flank, blood splatters onto you, the boar, and it stands back up. It's still alive. Still
it.
holding on. 8 is not enough to kill it. But as you carve into it, you see its eye just fixed onto you. Onto you, Cicero. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw as you feel like a wave of vertigo strikes into you from the glare of this boar. Okay, yeah, you can feel the vertigo filling your mind, and you just shrug it off. It does not find purchase. Next up, Umbra, what do you do?
Okay, so since this is a situation, I jump down from the cliff
Mm-hmm.
around 10 feet right here.
Yeah, it's a 10 feet jump.
Jump.
Yeah, just make an acrobatics check to see if you like sprain your ankle because it is like 10 feet. So like one story you're jumping from.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, it's fine. You land on your feet, no problem. You don't lose any movement from it.
feet, and then I proceed to use short bow once more.
All right.
20.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, roll with sneak attack because it is engaged with quite a number of your allies.
So,
All right. You fire this arrow, it sinks in and it stumbles again. You feel like you are almost there, but it's not quite enough. And from that, I will just say that for the you just need a bit more damage. Mechanically speaking, you need to deal 15 damage to it or more.
15.
Yes.
Uh,
And next
Wow.
up, Material.
Oh, wait,
What do you
I
do?
still have my
Oh yeah,
move.
you still have.
Slightly
Yeah.
just around here. Still enough.
All right.
Yep, that's it.
All right. Next up, Mateo, what do you do?
Okay. Can I?
Oh, wait a
Come-
minute. I misunderstood.
Uh.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, this thing, Relentless, it only happens one time. I apologies for that. So yes, actually, just for the purpose of this, I misread the thing. So technically, when Cicero carved into the board, it should have died, but I'll just say for flavor, Umbra just fired another arrow at it. I forgot. I did not read the recharge after the short and long rest part. So yes, all of you just begin to hack away at the boar, and eventually it slumps down onto the ground. And
Die.
yeah,
Why
I can't
won't
do
this thing die?
yeah, like it. You see it finally, and it slumps onto the ground, and it's still alive.
It's
But-
still alive.
Yes, but it has lost all fight within itself. And then all of you, for a second, you see its eyes looks up at each of you, and you hear in your head a voice, deep, bassy, and almost feral. Know this, mortals. Your sins cannot be atoned. An ancient power sleeps in the heart of Thylea. And when it awakens, the age of Mithros will come to an end. Just as my body falls to ruin and decay, so too all mortal things will come to death and darkness. No prophecy will save you. And then it's and goes unmoving. It's still breathing, but it is like, for the purpose of this, it is now incapacitated, because which is good for you all, because you remember that you need to bring this boar back to the city in order to be sacrificed to the gods. Or rather, not, you don't even have to bring it back to the city. You can do it now. You can build a bonfire and like slaughter it before it in order to sacrifice it. Like, basically, you need to construct, all of you by this point, you know the ritual of this land. You need to construct like a sacrificial bier and offer the boar up on it to the gods. But
Can I put my sword behind its neck and sever its spine so that it give it like a quick, painless death?
no, you need to sacrifice the boar at the bier itself. It needs to be alive for that.
Oh, it needs to be alive and sacrificed. Okay.
Yes, so you all will need to tie this boar up, which you can do right now because it is incapacitated.
Okay. Just use our rope. I got rope.
All right, so
Are we still in combat?
no, we're out of combat now.
Oh, but I'm still unconscious.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Seppi is still unconscious. Like,
I can heal.
all right. So do you run across over to heal them?
Yeah, I'll take the
You use the boar as a bridge. Yes.
I
All right. I'll roll your cure wounds.
Hold on.
When I climb up
Mm-hmm.
and then I pick up my rope again.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's
Here go.
10 and 4.
Whoa!
All right. Okay, so Sephi, you heal 9 hit points, and you and you look, yeah, and you look and you see the boar is unconscious next to you.
Ah! Oh, is it dead? Is it alive? What's going on?
You see Cicero beginning to lash the boar with ropes.
Oh, okay. Is it alive, guys? Is it dead?
Stop
Uh,
sitting
uh,
around.
wait.
Help me build a pyre to sacrifice this
Yes.
thing, and we can be done with it.
Yes. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so I'll say for the purpose of this, it is easy enough for all of you to build a pyre, like a sacrificial pyre. You build it like in front of the cave over there. You all drag the boar towards it, and then as you are about to do it, Kyra says, "Which god do you intend to sacrifice this boar to?"
Do we remember what god we needed to sacrifice this to?
Yeah. This as soon as you ask that, Kyra says, well, this boar was sent by Sidon to ravage the land, and so sacrificing to Sidon would probably appease his anger, but I recommend that you do not sacrifice it to either of the twin titans. Perhaps to one of the 5 gods would be better, but this is your choice.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Nice.
so let me just run you through the deities. So the twin titans are Sidon and Lutheria. So they are like the sort of like almost the big bad of this realm. So sacrificing to Sidon would probably appease him, but would increase the power he holds over Thylea, which can be bad. and then the 5 gods are Vulcan, Kyra, Pythor, Valus, and Thylea, which is the name of the land itself. Oh, and Mithros.
Ooh.
Thylea is technically not one of the 5 gods, but she is a god that you can sacrifice to as well.
What are the mechanical benefits of any of the gods?
Yeah, so just so you know, Thylea is the Great Mother. She is also one of the Titans. She's the one who gave birth to Sidon and Lutheria, but she is not evil like her children. And she represents nature. Sidon represents, he's called the Lord of Storms, and so he is the Tempest. He rules over the storm, basically. Lutheria is the Lady of Dreams, and she represents death. The 5 gods, Mithros, she's the goddess of dawn, so she represents life and light. Vulcan is the god of forges. Pythor is the god of war. Kyra, she's the god of poetry and music. And Valus is the goddess of wisdom. And depending on which god you swear to, you will get benefits related to the domain that they are part of.
I don't know about you guys, but considering this ancient power wants to end all mortal things,
Oh,
Mhm.
I would suggest either the mother god or the god of war, probably.
Yeah,
or
I'm
Thalia?
inclined to the God of War.
Alright, so you wish to sacrifice to either Thalia or Pythor. So you gotta choose which one.
Okay. Uh. But if we sacrifice it to the god of war, then what will come out of it? Like better combat skills, or are we just gonna
I mean,
have a war that benefits us?
you won't know until you attempt. But since he is a god of war, from that you can work out maybe he would probably, like the god itself, will probably swear to help you in a time of need at some point. But you don't know.
I like how that sounds. Yeah, I pick God of War.
All right.
Just the game.
Are you guys into the god of war thing?
I feel like we could use the help.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so too.
Okay, so all of you wants to sacrifice to Pythor.
Yep.
Okay, so you all move the boar towards the sacrificial beer. You light it up. You all adjust the boar's corpse over the beer, which is like in the middle. And then Cicero, are you the one leading this?
Alright, anyone else wants to do it?
Not really.
Okay,
I
I'll
want
do
to
it.
do it.
Okay, you can do it.
All right. So what do you say before you open the throat of this boar over the bier?
Okay, I have to say like words of sacrifice, right?
Yes.
Okay. Before we stand in front it with okay, well, I'm stuttering. That doesn't count. That is me reading the speech in my head.
All right.
Okay. We are in front of this board that we have fought in battle and fought courageously to sacrifice to you, the god of battle, right?
Yes, the god of battle, Pythor.
The god of battle, mighty Pythor. We sacrifice this board to you, and we what? And we I don't know words of sacrifice.
I mean, you can just make it up.
And blah blah blue. We
Wow.
blah blah
I
blue.
shed a
We
tear.
sacrifice to you. Woo!
I strum really loudly on my lute.
I bang my
That
shield.
yeah, that is liable to get you all cursed and blessed, but we'll see what happens. But yes, you open the throat of the boar. It's a whole body shudder goes through the boar as the blood pours into the body. You can see the fire ignites ever brighter, and you can see the embers throws up into the air and flows into the sky and drift in a direction that goes against the wind. Your
The wind.
your sacrifice seems to have been accepted for now.
Whoa.
And with that, you can see Kyra standing on the ledge over there, looks down at you, and sort of like gives a soft clap, like, congratulations. You are all now the Oracle's chosen ones.
Ooh, now?
You may. Yes. Now, You all may journey to the Temple of the Oracles to find out what your fates and destiny are. And with that, we will end session 1 of Odyssey of the Dragonlords.
Before we end it, I want to pick back my arrow. I forgot to say it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, feel free.
Three arrows.
Yeah, so how it works is that after you use your arrows, you can choose to pick it up, but you will lose half of them.
Half of them.
Yeah, so let's say you use 3 arrows, right?
Yeah.
You get back 2.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's rounded up. So like if you use 4, you get back 2 arrows. You use 5, you get back 3 arrows.
Okay, noted.
But yes, you have all officially completed session 1 of Odyssey of the Dragonlord, the Boar Hunt.
Yay.
And nobody dies.
Yeah, almost died.
Like,
Almost.
several times.
Yeah.
Can I carve the pelt of the boar and keep it as a trophy?
All right. Yeah, you can do that. Next. Oh, and just for the purpose of this, you all also level up. You are all level 2.
Oh,
Yay.
Yeah. So for those of you who do not know how to do level up stuff, you can feel free to reach out to me. But just go to your. Actually, D&D Beyond will do most of that for you. So just go to your character sheet, level up, and choose your new abilities and see what your new hit points are.
ooh.
And I think for some, I don't know if any of you will get to choose your subclass yet, but if you do, you can also make your choice now.
Ooh.
Just so that you're all
I-
prepared for session 2. Oh, yes?
Does Kyra give us our golden arrows now?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, I guess before the session ends, she says that dramatically, and then she holds out the a bunch. So you all receive 1 golden arrow worth 25 gold.
Noise.
Nice.
Noise.
All right. Yeah, just remember to level up yourself in D&D Beyond in your character sheet. You should get access to all of your new features, and your hit points will be updated and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but with that, we come to the end of session 1 of Odyssey of the Dragonlords, and thank you to my players. I hope you all enjoy yourselves, and
Very much.
thank you to all of the people who have decided to come watch this session. It's a bit more and again, I messed up with the boar. I misunderstood its ability. I am so sorry. I made that boss fight way harder than it should be. But you all survived, so no harm, no foul. Yeah. And yeah, so y'all can look forward to session 2 of Odyssey of the Dragonlords. Once we have the date, we will inform all of you, or you can check in at our Nightshade Tavern. I think I got it right this time. Yes, click on the Discord link in the chat bar, and you can join our server. You can play in one of these games yourselves, and also find out when the next session of these are, and the other modules by the other DMs of the server. But with that, I bid you all goodbye.
Bye.